with this, I do not know.
Well, I'd like to see what the world is going to be doing with this after, because
That's what
we've
I'm saying.
done is we've normalized relations with Russia since the fall of the Soviet Union, believing that the ways of the past were the ways of the past. We believe that the Mikhail Gorbachevs were the future of Russia.
It was not going to be that.
Not realizing that little turd, Vladimir Putin, was hanging around in the shadows just waiting for us to think that we could be on regular, normal relations.
2014 should have shown us everything we need to know about him, because the Crimea move was an absolute nightmare of a move. And, looking back on it, and everything I'm reading now, looking back on it, way too soft on that scenario. I don't know what you would have done at that point. I don't, who knows what the world politic point would have been to make at that point. I think the same exact threat that exists today existed then.
Oh, it did, except that we were already in the midst of a war in Iraq and a war in Afghanistan.
Exactly.
All right. Well, closer to home, a new report says Bob Saget's injuries show that he may have fallen on a carpeted floor after first hitting something hard. The release from the Orange County Sheriff's Office said fractures near his eyes and bleeding on his brain may have been from a fall on, quote, something hard that was covered by something soft, end quote. The report also revealed that the hotel's sheets and bedspread did not have any signs of blood. So however this brain bleed was caused, it didn't cause any laceration of the skin because...
Yeah, there were no breaking of the skin, which makes it really weird, because you have an impact that's bad enough to cause
a brain bleed,
considerable fractures, brain bleed, and death, but yet there's no breaking of the skin, not a drop of blood anywhere. So, God only knows, man, but he hit something very hard.
Yeah, he did.
That did not break the skin.
Yeah, so the comedian, again, was found dead of the head injury in his Orlando hotel room back in January, and the death still ruled an accident. Wow. And this is probably, since we did talk about yesterday, the judge saying no pictures, no videos, no further details about the comedian's death are going to be allowed to be released.
Yeah.
So this will probably be the last that we get to hear of it.
Sure.
Okay, a new report shows that the damage from that recent EF1 tornado in Marion County is still going to cost millions of dollars. Officials are estimating property loss to be at $12 million and counting. That's not necessarily a very rich county.
It isn't. It wasn't on the ground that long, was it?
No, but this estimate would also currently cover structural damage and any debris that needs to be hauled away. Officials say the storm blew through the county with 110-mile-per-hour winds. No fatalities reported, Jimmy, but again, and it wasn't on the ground very long, but wherever it went, it was far enough for it to cause some major problems. And speaking of those storms, if you're expecting travelers going through Orlando International Airport, well, they're still experiencing issues, and it's because of these storms moving in and around Central Florida have caused delays and cancellations of many flights starting this weekend. The problems came as thousands of spring breakers are traveling during the peak of the season. Sucks if you want to be sitting on the beach over the next 2 days with all this rain, but issues began, like I said, over the weekend with multiple airlines still ongoing. And it's not just the airlines. A cruise ship that docks at Port Canaveral is stranded in the Dominican Republic. Officials say the Norwegian Escape was about to pull out of Puerto Plata when it suddenly
couldn't afford the fuel.
Had issues. No, apparently they say the ship made contact with the channel bed.
Oh, good.
Hey.
And that all of the passengers and crew are doing fine. Now, crews say they're working to get the ship back sailing as it has not been damaged. Yeah, well, when you use the words passengers and crew are doing fine and made contact with the channel bed, that leads me to believe...
We're going to need everybody to get off this thing so we can float it out to deep water. And y'all just swim out. And all right, we'll give you 20 free slot.
Wait for high tide. Check the app.
Right,
exactly.
Hey, app life.
We got to point out, though, what's the name of the ship?
Norwegian Escape.
Irony.
Yeah, welcome to the Norwegian. Oh, oops.
A new study is revealing that multiple bridges in Orange County are in tough shape. An FDOT report is naming many of the county's bridges, quote, structurally deficient, end quote. Think of that next time you cross them. The findings also say that the bridges were not properly inspected or repaired. There are over currently 40 bridges. This is just in Orange County, tagged by the Public Works Department that will need to be replaced over the next 2 decades. Not just repaired, but replaced.
It's the infrastructure they're talking about with that big package for
Exactly.
all.
Officials did say that the bridges deemed deficient were still safe to drive on. But if you start to see anything like some of those Pennsylvania drivers noticing chunks of concrete falling off, you're going to want to make a phone call. Home prices in Orlando continue to set records. The Orlando Regional Realtor Association reported yesterday that the median home price last month reached a new high of $345,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's up $10,000 from the other record set just in January, and it's also $65,000 more than last February's median price.
Wow.
According to the report, compared to January, the number of homes sold was up, and the average length of time on the market fell by 2 days to 30 days. So if you've got a home, it's not going to be on the market for real long.
Right. This is a really good time if you plan on leaving Florida and going somewhere else to set up shop. Like if you're going to go up to the Midwest or maybe go up to the mountains and buy a little chalet
North Carolina.
like that. But if you're doing anything else, you might as well just sit tight. I mean, you're not going to be able to afford anything, even if you have so much equity. It's all relative to the market, you know.
Well, one thing that parents will tell you is probably the most expensive part of having children, at least before they go to college, is the diapers. And good news, they will soon be tax-free here in Florida.
Oh, wow, really?
Hell yeah.
A bill proposed by Senator Lauren Book was approved. Single-use, reusable, and inserts will be tax-free starting July 1st.
Reusable.
Clothing and shoes. Yeah, that's what diapers...
That's how it used to be, buddy.
Cloth diapers, you poop into them and throw them in there, and you take them to a washing thing, and they wash them all out, or you wash them out yourself.
Oh, you wash them out yourself? What kind of... Who had money?
And it's way more environmentally friendly than the stuff you're going to be filling landfills with.
And you put rubber pants so that when they would pee, you wouldn't get it all over everything?
Yeah.
Rubber pants.
Yeah. Like a pair of rubber underwear that would go over the cloth diaper. It was a thing.
It was a thing. That
Yeah,
sound,
cool.
you can never get that sound out of your head.
You're wearing a tire.
Yeah.
Clothing.
Oh, believe me. Then you get one. A sheet for the bed.
It actually looks more like a lunch lady cap.
Okay.
And
I only
on your ass.
I only groaned because that really wasn't that bad of a pun.
Okay.
Clothing and shoes for kids 5 and under will also be tax-free. The senator tweeted that she's been fighting to get rid of the diaper tax since 2016. Anything to help families. Governor DeSantis announced the end of standardized tests in Florida today. The governor was in St. Petersburg, where he signed a bill to replace the tests with the Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. The new program will be used 3 times a year and is expected to show a student's progress and growth.
So they're just renaming it?
It's what it sounds like to me.
What's the new acronym?
Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. So it's going to be FAST.
Fast.
Yep.
Fast.
Fast.
Let's get you through school fast.
Fast. There you go.
Fast. Let's all last through school.
Speaking of school, as kids get ready to graduate high school, many may be considering the lower cost of a community college. So a new survey is revealing some of the top community colleges in Florida. Slacker tabulated a list that came from the Niche website. The site helps to match students with schools that fit their personal needs.
Okay.
Which would have been great to have when I was in school.
Uh-huh.
The top 3 community colleges in Florida are...
Let me see.
You're not going to get them.
You don't think?
Nope.
Number 1 is Santa Fe Community College. Actually, a lot of these things have changed over to state college things. So a lot of the ones we knew, like Seminole State, or South Seminole or Seminole Community is now Seminole State. Valencia is now Valencia State. Because you can get a 4-year degree there, but yeah.
So you're wrong, Jack.
You said we're not going to get them.
You're not, because
I'm going to pass.
It's Marion Tech in Ocala.
No way.
Okay. Charlotte Tech in Port Charlotte.
Yeah.
And Florida Panhandle Technical College in Chipley.
Yeah, Chipley.
Chipley. Hell, the only thing I heard they had in Chipley was a prison.
Prison and Walmart.
That's it.
I got a friend from Chipley.
Do you really?
Yeah, and he used to show cows.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's very Chipley.
I like that. It kind of warms my heart there. Okay.
Their T-shirt says that. It's very Chipley.
Very chip. Hey, speaking of prison, you think your day is bad.
Okay.
A former Brevard County man who was cleared of a murder conviction may have to go back to prison. A federal appeals court yesterday reversed a lower court ruling that overturned a murder conviction against Titusville's Crossley Green. His case goes back 33 years when he was convicted of killing 21-year-old Chip Flynn, but that conviction was overturned 4 years ago when a federal judge ruled that prosecutors committed what they call a Brady violation, where they failed to share information with Green's attorneys. Green was released from prison and put under house arrest pending the appeal. Well, the appeals court says, no violation occurred because Green's attorneys already had that information. But Green's lawyers tell Florida Today they may appeal.
Wow. That'd be a drag. I'd rather just stay in.
Yeah.
I mean, I would. I don't know if
Oh, hell no.
You'd want it.
But
Even,
don't you
even if it was like an hour, you'd want an hour out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Know what I do in that hour.
No. Oh, yeah. Eat pizza.
Yeah.
Finally,
Nailed it.
a Pennsylvania couple is facing charges after being arrested at a Target store for just doing a YouTube challenge.
Okay.
According to court documents, John LaRose and Charlotte Fisher, known on YouTube as Saucy and Honey,
Okay. Guilty.
are facing charges of third-degree trespassing. The couple filmed themselves sleeping overnight without permission
Oh man.
inside the Target as part of a stunt posted to their YouTube account.
So they basically stowed away in a Target.
Well, the couple is free on a $25,000 bond, but have been banned from all Target stores in Pennsylvania.
I did see a video of a guy who legit got locked into a grocery store and had to call the cops to have him come let him out, and they were going to arrest him. They're like, look, they just left me in here. They just locked up and left.
I was just
It's
looking.
on them, not me.
Right.
Can you guys tell me where the oatmeal
All
is?
right. Find it anywhere. They change these things all the time.
Yeah,
I hate it when Publix does that, by the way. When they switch the aisles around on
don't do that
Oh,
to
yeah.
me. Come
Costco
on.
did that recently.
Get out of here with that. Make me lose my damn mind. I mean, you can see the video. They're going over to the security video. This old man's just spinning around in circles in the middle of the baking aisle.
Wait, I don't.
What the F is this guy looking for?
It was. Is there an app for this?
Right. There's no app for this.
even that amount of change pisses you off.
Yeah, even that. I can't even. When something is where it's, I'm looking for spices the other day, and the Publix that I go to, and they changed the spice aisle. And the thing is, it doesn't make any sense to change it at all. It was doing fine where it was.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
It was fine for him.
That's
yeah,
right.
it's fine for him.
That means it's fine for everyone.
No.
Yeah, I disagree wholeheartedly. We'll talk about this later off the air.
And now you all are officially woke. Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that mortgage guy, Don. You just heard me talking about how Orlando home prices have hit a new record and how long it takes to be on the market. And maybe you really want to jump in with both feet, but you want to have the latest and greatest information, and you're not just who you should talk to. Well, that's that mortgage guy, Don. Chris and I worked with him when we bought our home in Mount Dora. He was simply the best and easiest part of the entire home buying process. But just don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Go to homeloansradio.com, type in your question, or check them out at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Send us a talk back. Just go to the iHeartRadio app, go to Real Radio, and send it right on over. We use them all day long. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Orlando City heads west to face the LA Galaxy this Saturday. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9, The Game.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King with you now, Fox 35 Storm Center. I want to update you. We've got a Fox 35 Storm Alert Day kicking into effect late tonight and all the way through the day on Wednesday. Some strong storms moving in as a front draws closer to the region. Highs today at 80 degrees. Our rain chance after 3 p.m. climbing to about 30 to 40%. We'll fill that in through the evening hours, peaking at about 80 to 90% through the overnight with some strong storms on the peninsula. Do have multiple ways of receiving weather alerts late tonight. Lows down to 65. As we look at your Wednesday, it looks like stormy skies, highs at around 79, rain chance 80% by St. Patty's Day, sun-filled skies at a high of 81. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey, listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, decide whether you'll drink or whether you'll drive. If you plan to drink, make sure you designate a sober driver. Don't let your luck run out.
Here in Central Florida, it's so unbelievably important that your AC is ready to go when you ask it to, especially in the summers. Get ready for that right now with Mills Air. They've been doing it for 30 years here in Central Florida, keeping you nice and cool. And their techs are awesome people, and they're smart. They know this stuff inside and out, and you don't even really have to worry about what kind of AC you have. Mills Air services all brands, but they are Carrier factory authorized dealers, and that could mean up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, family owner operated, and ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com and take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments till July. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, and GMC, you can find them all at Nations Trucks. the world's largest independent truck dealer.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Holiday Inn Universal. 1-800-875-PASS.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding, and we've paid over $80 million in closing costs. Visit rpfunding.com to see how much we'll pay for your refinance. Or call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 equal housing.
Counting Crows. The Butter Miracle Tour 2022. April 26th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. Counting Crows. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and HardRockTampa.com. Don't miss Counting Crows, the Butter Miracle Tour 2022. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding!
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
At Checkers, we love our #1 famous seasoned fries, so we added the same secret blend of spices to create our new fry seasoned chicken tenders for Oscar, because he's been mixing concrete all day.
Hold on. Wait, where's my phone?
So we mixed up the flavors and coated some white meat chicken in Checkers' famous fry seasoning, just for him. Phones come and go, but flavors forever, Oscar. Now go get your new fry seasoned tenders. You've earned it. Fry seasoned chicken tenders, only at Checkers.
Today, I'll prepare arroz con pollo. Let's try edamame instead of green peas.
And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma Basmati rice. Why not? Shh, Grandma better not hear me. Rejuvenate traditions with Mahatma rice. Unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
Your goals, your future, your dreams. These things are none of our business. Your symptoms, your work from home sweatpants, and whatever you were searching for at 1:15 a.m. That's really none of our business. Because your life is private. And unlike other tech companies, we think your internet should be too. Oh, who's that from? That's none of our business either. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Calling all coffee lovers. Hold on to your mugs because Panera's Unlimited Sip Club is offering the unreal deal of unlimited coffee for only $8.99 a month. Don't worry, you're not dreaming, because when we say unlimited, we mean unlimited. Unlimited boosts all day long. Unlimited smells of your favorite aroma. Unlimited sips of premium hot and iced coffees. Sign up on our app today to get your first month free. Panera, the familiar meet fantastic. Plus tax, first free month limited time offer. Restrictions apply. For complete details, visit www.panerabread.com/unlimitedSipClub.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Hi there. I've got some kind of a leak at my kitchen sink.
Sorry, we can't take your call. We've all gone to a self-improvement seminar.
But there's water leaking all over the...
However, there's still hope if you'll just wait a few hours longer.
Hours?
But waiting is good. It's a chance to reconsider your choices in life.
Oh no, this can't be happening.
Above all, be present. Don't dismiss your feelings.
Not worried about my feelings. There's water going everywhere.
Try to see this as an opportunity, a way to grow as a person.
You know, this would never happen with Frank Gay.
True enough, but you didn't call Frank Gay.
Not this time.
The universe is sending you a message. You just need to hear it.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
Have you heard the message? Hello? Are you still there?
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Try the new Tex-Mex takes on shrimp at Tijuana Flats. Crispy shrimp tacos with corn salsa, fajita shrimp quesadilla, and a tasty shrimp bowl with signature garlic lime sauce. Order now at TijuanaFlats.com.
Try the all-new festively green Shamrock Macchiato from Dunkin'. Bold espresso layered atop notes of sweet cream, vanilla, and the flavor of Irish whiskey for the perfect kick of Irish cream flavor. And pair it with our new chocolate croissant. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Mortgage rates are still at record lows. Don't miss out. Visit homeloansradio.com and get a free quote.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. You can send us a talkback. Go to the iHeartRadio app. Go to the Real Radio section. Use that little mic. Send it right on over. I'm Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here. And so is Ross.
Now listen to that 90s rolling music right there.
That's early 90s too, isn't it?
Yep. Robin S., Show Me Love.
Wow.
Jack Flash.
It's to wreck the club with this, buddy. Let me tell you.
Yeah?
Take my date.
You guys did the whole, like, pacifiers thing?
Well, I mean, people did. I didn't do that.
Why are you winking?
I'm not.
He saw your wink, dude.
I never did the pacifier thing.
He saw you wink.
That was beyond me. I was already like, I was a father and stuff in the early 90s.
No,
so.
if you're watching on YouTube, you can see Jim's pacifier video. We're showing it right now on the screen.
Yeah, YouTube is up. Twitch
YouTube
is up.
and Twitch is up.
No Facebook.
They're in timeout for the day. We put Facebook in timeout.
Naughty Facebook.
Yeah.
I do have this to cover. We have a little short segment here before we get to the top of the hour. What'd you do that's new is up. We'll go over my choice, the origin of Mardi Gras, because when I suggested this, it was Fat Tuesday, and of course I missed last Tuesday because my kid was in town from Denver. So we'll go over that today.
And that video itself is also on our blog at jimcolbertlive.com. You can actually see the video you recommended.
Yeah. So I know that a lot of people getting new cars. And of course, we've heard that that supply chain has been a problem for the car industry. Reports of fields of cars just waiting for certain chips so they can be shipped to the dealers for purchase. Well, Ford is like, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not waiting around. Ford just announced that they're going to be shipping their Explorer SUVs without all of its necessary computer chips. And the whole idea is like if you ordered a car, and see, this is a big problem, by the way. People who ordered vehicles, whether it be the Mach-E that we drive or F-150 or a Tesla or Toyota or whatever, some of these vehicles, people are having a very difficult time getting because the manufacturers are only making so many. They only have so many chips, so there's a big wait for them. The Tesla that we ordered a year and a half ago had missed its delivery date 5 times before we decided to go get something else because they were unsure of when it was going to happen. Ford really kind of figured this out. I got to give them kudos for this. I think it's pretty smart because I don't think they had many other plays. Either you sit on the inventory,
right,
or you sell the inventory and then make it up some other way. And this is exactly what they're doing. So what they're doing is if you ordered an Explorer, you're probably going to get a letter or some correspondence from Ford letting you know that when you get that like the rear seat controls for the air conditioner and heat, the driver front seat passenger will still be able to adjust with climate controls, but the people in back won't. That's just one of the things they're doing to save chips. So what they're going to do is ship your vehicle. Certain aspects of it won't work, like certain luxuries, like the rear controls for the climate control on a Ford Explorer won't work. So what they'll do is when the chips come in, they'll ship those chips to the dealers and then send you a correspondence basically saying, hey, look, we have openings, your chips are in, bring your vehicle in and we'll install the other parts and you'll be ready to go and off we go.
We can finally put brakes on your vehicle.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Bring it back. Yeah, it's like a little diet version of the car that you were supposed to get.
It's actually kind of a great idea, and it's brilliant, to be honest with you, because there's no reason. I mean, you should be sitting on that inventory. They have to make those sales. They have to get that money in. There's no way you can just produce tens of thousands of vehicles and just have them sit there, even for a company as big as Ford. Eventually, it's going to have an effect on you,
I mean, that's the only thing that's kind of scary about that is that that's a really good insight of the times that we're living in. I don't think that is, I know that's not supposed to happen, and I don't think that has happened very often in the last couple of decades.
Yeah, not a chance. The COVID thing started it, and of course now with the situation in Ukraine, we have other issues as well, getting chips. GM did this as well. They excluded some of their comfort features, heated and cooled seats in a variety of models. In the Cadillac XT4 parking assist features, like maybe that automatic parallel parking thing, by the way, which is an effing marvel.
What?
My God, our car has that. There is nothing in the world like that.
I still don't believe it can happen.
It's the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Like I see a commercial, I'm like, that's trickery. That can't work.
It's so odd. You feel like you're giving a little of your life away. Like, so what happens
That's comforting.
When you're driving, let's say you're going down the road, like Park Ave, right? Park Ave is a perfect example. For people who live out of the area, Winter Park has a place called Park Avenue. It's where all some of the really nice restaurants and shopping are in Orlando. But parking is notoriously stingy. So to find a place is one thing, and then to wiggle your car in there. And by the way, you could be wiggling in between a $400,000 Porsche and a Rolls Royce. I mean,
pressure.
That could be happening, right? Well, this thing, what you do is once you signal it on, what side you're parking on, it starts an indicator that when you're driving, it'll find a spot. Like if you drive past an open spot, it'll tell you that spot's available. You let go of the steering wheel and just keep your hand on this button, and it geolocates you and pulls you perfectly in with no adjustment first try. It's weird.
It's the devil.
It is awesome. It is
sounds
awesome.
awesome.
All right, 407-916-1041. What'd you do that's new is next.
Not that there's anything wrong with radio. Get us on your phone and go anywhere. There are a few exceptions. What up, Orange County? Download the iHeartRadio smartphone app and then search for Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Eastbound travel on I-4 still heavy coming in from Polk County between County Road 557 up to 429. Authorities are clearing that wreck eastbound at U.S. Highway 27. We're seeing some slow traffic too westbound on the interstate between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. Watch for an accident north on 417 coming in between Jonghyun Parkway and the Turnpike at this hour. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Autotempest.com. All the cars, one search. When people are looking to buy a car, they visit Autotempest.com. It will save time and shows them all the listings across the country on just one page. Who has time to search every listing on the internet? When they want to find all the cars with just one search, they go online and visit Autotempest.com.
Man, a strong home begins with a strong foundation. Nobody knows that better than the guys over at Zano 521, the premier concrete coating experts here in Central Florida. Coating's tough, crew tough as well, headed up by a former Army Ranger and Special Ops soldier as well, who also employs vets. All their techs employs a company, no subcontractors. And Zano 521 makes the tough stuff, man. These concrete coatings are up to 6 times stronger than epoxy, and unlike epoxies, their base coat fully cures in 24 hours. Beautiful color choices as well. You can match any space, guaranteed, and these coatings are 100% UV stable. That means they can be used on patios, pool decks, driveways, garages, and they come with a lifetime warranty against fading or yellowing and a 15-year warranty against popping or peeling. Top coat completely non-porous, easy to maintain, not going to mold, will not mildew, gas, grease, oil won't stain it. They're tough, man, and they look great as well. Not to mention, Zano 521's crew will be there the entire way, testing the concrete, making sure everything's perfect so your surface looks amazing. Plus, they give you a free, no obligation, no pressure estimate as well. Just visit the website, Zano521.com. That's XANO521.com.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all, and you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Have you used your free at-home COVID test and aren't sure where to turn next? Mario Lopez here, and I can safely say that COVID Clinic can help you with locations all around the country, COVID Clinic can help you and your family stay safe with regular testing. They offer no cost to patient testing and PCR tests with same-day results. With a large stock of PCR tests, you'll never have to worry about not being able to be tested, offering true peace of mind. So find a location nearest you and register for your PCR test today at covidclinic.org.
All smashed up, don't know what to do. Just call Mo so you won't be singing the blues. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO.
Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
Forged from the fusion of sweet honey and spicy spice.
Translation: Wendy's new hot honey chicken sandwich and biscuit are here.
A molten sweet heat cast atop an inferno of flavor.
Translation: a bold hot honey sauce drizzled over Wendy's spicy chicken.
And topped with applewood smoked bacon.
What he said.
Venture to Wendy's for the new hot honey chicken sandwich or breakfast biscuit.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's hot honey chicken biscuit only includes crispy chicken and hot honey sauce and is only available during breakfast hours.
If you're not careful, you can overpay for a dime and buy thousands of dollars.
Most people go from store to store, website to website shopping for diamonds or looking for 4 C's.
International Diamond Center's Robbie Blue says looking at the 4 C's is not enough.
There are many other criteria that affect how a diamond will look and how it will price out that very few informative sources will tell you about.
That's why at IDC you get a thorough diamond education, learn the inside secrets, and understand how to avoid a costly mistake.
A to Z, from Z back to A, to make sure you understand the investment that you're making and making sure you don't overinvest. In the jewelry industry, you don't get that everywhere. You just get, it's pretty, it's this price, I'll discount it, do you want to buy it? And they don't care if they ever see you again.
So even if you don't buy from IDC, come see us first to learn how to be a smart shopper and buy like a dealer buys. International Diamond Center. Get store hours and directions and learn more at shopidc.com.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Tax time means a much-needed cash bonus for many people. But for business owners, it can mean the opposite. Hey, this is R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill, Mitsubishi in DeLand. My accountant said I need to reduce my tax burden now. So I'm going to overpay for your old car because I'd rather give you the money than the government. Get up to $4,297 more for your old car than it's actually worth. No matter where you bought the car, no matter how many miles are on it. It's simple. Trade in your old car you hate driving and get a new car today like a Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. That means most people can trade and lower their payment. Or let me double your tax refund up to $2,500. RC Hill Mitsubishi specializes in approving customers with below average credit scores. My goal this month is 100% credit approval. This month, my prices will not be beat. This sale ends when my accountant says enough is enough. I'm RC Hill at RC Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. 2 locations, DeLand and now in Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price on select models. Net of all rebates.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Jim is so old that he thinks the App Store is a place in the mall.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate that on this beautiful, kind of oddly overcast Tuesday day. Got some nasty weather coming this way a little bit later this afternoon. Tomorrow's supposed to be gross as well.
Yes, it is.
So buckle up and just enjoy it. It's spring in Central Florida. We are on the cusp of hot, fun days that are now nice and long.
Yeah, they're saying some severe weather rolling in tonight.
Yeah.
Late tonight and throughout the evening.
Very nice. I mean, not very nice, but thanks for the update.
Gotcha.
Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is right there.
Yeah, baby.
Ross is here as well. It's true. Let's do what you do that's new.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new. Hey! If we only knew something new to do.
We're alive and you tell us something new, brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right, Clausman Law. Our buddy Glenn Clausman, KLAUSMAN Law.com. Offices right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash. Call Clausman. He's very good at what he does. If you're just tuning in for the first time at What'd You Do That's New, we go around the room every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Choose something for the other members of this show to watch, listen to, or read. Then we come back that next Tuesday, review it, and then move on to the next member. We'll go over my choice today. And, of course, Deb at the end will let us know what we'll be checking out for next week. My choice was the origin of Mardi Gras because I made the choice on Fat Tuesday. It's only 10.5 minutes. Like Jack said earlier, you can go to JimColbertLive.com and see it. Right now, actually, I just kind of went through and briefly reminded myself because I watched it like 2 weeks ago. Crystal clear. What'd you guys think?
What was crystal clear?
No, just, I mean, I've heard the story because Jeff Howell, who I worked with for many years, was a staple in the crew of Colleen in Mardi Gras. So not only did they
from
go,
New Orleans, isn't he?
Well, Baton Rouge, but they spent a lot of time there. But so, the Mardi Gras thing was a thing. I had a chance to go with him. I chose not to because there's a couple people I was going with. I was a little sketch on. It turned out to be a good choice. But they had a crew. Like they had the crew of Colleen, and it was his aunt. And his aunt was like a natural history or some kind of weird history teacher at LSU. And she was 4 foot tall, reminded you of the poltergeist lady.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
4 feet tall. Right. Yeah. And but she was a foul-mouthed, extremely brilliant poet.
Oh, I'd love to hang out with her.
And they put her in a shopping cart and pushed her around and just got hammered drunk. And they would wear colanders on their head.
Did they call that a parade?
Yeah. So you have to understand, when you're a crew, Krewe, when you're part of a crew, your crew goes in the parade. You have your own float in the whole 9 yards. The parade is made up of a number of things. Cruise is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So certain crews have been around for decades, maybe over 100 years.
Like Orpheus, the one they talk about in there that have like their balls, their Mardi Gras balls in some of the most, prestigious places around the city.
Absolutely. And I know that there are a number of parties because there's parades all week. Everybody thinks it's just one big parade. This is a 2-week-long party that culminates with one gigantic party day, which is, Fat Tuesday. But I got invited to go to a party there one time that like the oldest crews go to, and it's like a private party in
Orpheum?
No, at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh wow!
And Orpheum is one of them. There are a number of them that are like legendary. But when you get into those parties, it's not the bead throwing people that are on the streets of New Orleans. This is the
money.
Oh, this is the the people who built the city and maintain it to this day. But that's how old it is. I mean, it's a couple 100 years old almost.
At least. I mean, because you learn about the whole, how Mobile, why Mobile and New Orleans go back and forth as to. So Mobile is the site of the original Mardi Gras because they landed there on Mardi Gras Day.
Right.
I was fascinated by the amount of tradition because I think outside of the New Orleans area, we focus on that one day. We focus on Fat Tuesday and the 24 hours that is the debauchery.
Right, the beads, the boobs, the alcohol.
Right, but when you watch the video, you realize, this is really community-oriented, right? This is ways for neighborhoods to get together and do their own celebration, have their own crews, their own parades. You saw that in the African-American communities with their bright costumes and the tradition behind it. I mean, we see it as boobs, beer, and beads, but within the community, it seems there's a lot of tradition you have to follow.
Like the Indian tradition in there as well. It's crazy. What'd you think, guys?
Yeah, what I did learn about it was about the Indian tradition and how African Americans were kind of ingrained in that because they were not allowed to be part of the other traditional crews and whatnot, and so they kind of found their footing with that. I knew a lot about Mardi Gras. I went in 96. I think I was there, which was a wild time and definitely one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences of something to see. It was interesting. I didn't care for the production, the quality of the video itself. It was just, he was kind of a mumbler who talked fast, so it was like you had to really kind of lean into it. To follow, but there was some good information in there, and you definitely learn more than just the beer, boobs, and beads.
Like I didn't know how much Native people helped escape slaves and where that relationship was forged, and why there's such a connection between those two communities in a city like New Orleans.
And the African culture that's represented in some of those crews as well, with the traditional dancers and drums and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. Everybody, of course, you think Mardi Gras is just a bunch of maniac kids in the street looking for beads and boobs and stuff, but the traditions go way farther back than that.
Jack, did you see boobs when you were out there, Mardi Gras? Is that an appropriate question?
It's like 14.
Hell yeah.
14 boobs.
And it's funny because Steve Kramer even alluded to it yesterday, growing up, in that you see a lot of things that you normally don't see out in public.
Oh, yeah.
And it's happening all around you.
But Jeff told me a number of stories that are just sordid. Sordid. People go there to lose their minds. I mean, you literally, it's like going into a peyote den. You go there to forget who you are for a week or whatever.
Rio de Janeiro experiences the same thing. There's an actual birth explosion 9 months after after Mardi Gras, after Carnival.
I love boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs are great. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Almost any. I agree 100%.
10 out of 10.
And boobs
evenly divided 5.
And boobs in the wild.
Yeah.
Like boobs in the wild. Unexpected boobs that is, you talking about making a man very happy, Deborah.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard.
And some ladies.
It's hard not to smile. I wish guys had that.
I do too. I wish there was something we could show to elicit that kind of response. You're right. We can't because we go to jail.
Yeah, you're right. You do. And a matter of fact, I witnessed it at Mardi Gras.
I go to jail for
because you have the people, and that premium real estate is when you are on balconies.
Oh, yeah.
Along Bourbon Street there. And you have beads, and it's this bead exchange, and they're enticing women to lift their tops, and the cops are all standing by, and all is good. But when the guys come by, if there's women there enticing guys to show their junk, if they do, the cops will jump on them in a second, and they are done.
I'm
done
guessing,
for the day.
And I've been told the last place you want to be is in the New Orleans jail during Mardi Gras.
Yeah, no, that's got to be rough. Deb, we don't have anything like that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe muscles?
We can't flash the V, right? Like that little area down there right below our belly button, because you got to work out to have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have them.
Yeah.
They're just behind a lot of layers of fat.
Deb, is there any, can I show him a pooch? Like if I have my little pooch belly or something like that? Could I flap my pooch?
Yeah, it's like one big boob.
Yeah, I just bounce up and down a little bit and make my pooch jiggle. Would that do it?
Jim's saying I'm a little pooch belly.
I don't know, we're getting a lot of quietness here, Deb.
A whole lot of nothing out of it.
I'm in my happy place.
We want to
what is that happy place?
We want to flash something and have it, elicit happiness.
Deb, you want me to show you what it would look like? Like it would be just like...
I've already seen it, man.
No, but it's just like you just bounce it a little bit. Don't laugh like that. What are you doing?
It sounded laughed like Bart Simpson.
Look at the evil Christmas villain. Stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have any of that.
I know that.
How about it? It almost goes back to like Roman days. They're saying this is a possibility. There's a link of this going back that far.
Well, many Christian, in the beginning when the church first formed, right? You had a lot of pagans who were like, well, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
We've been doing it this way for hundreds of thousands of years. So, even Halloween, if you'll notice, November 1st is the Day of the Dead, right? But it's the day after.
Right.
So a lot of pagan holidays were absorbed by the church. The Roman holiday you're talking of is Saturnalia or Saturnalia.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Oh, got the tat.
Well, they talked about it in the video.
Yeah.
They said it was Saturnalia.
He mumbled through it.
I couldn't tell. Jack brought up something that we got to talk about. How deep were you in a YouTube wormhole to suggest this?
What do you mean? It was great. The guy told the story from a first point of view. The guy who lived there and understood the culture. Are you serious?
He
told you a part of it, Mardi Gras. Did you just want me to show you a video that has a bunch of boobs in it?
No.
But it sounds like that's exactly what you wanted.
Yeah.
Did the racial stuff bother you? Was it boring?
No.
It just looks like he edited it on his phone.
Yeah.
They may have. And
it was hard to absorb the information in this video.
Oh my God almighty, man. Will you listen to you?
The music was too loud. Jack, can you play a little bit of this video?
Don't you dare go to a spot that's bad.
What minute do you want?
Don't you dare.
It's just the music is loud.
I thought it was good. You didn't think the authenticity of it would cut through all that other production stuff?
It was hard for me to pick up on the authenticity.
I mean, I could have done the History Channel one, which was boring as F, narrated by a straight-up stone-cold white dude.
And then Mardi Gras was
boring. I mean,
how
lame was that? Like Tom Selleck doing it?
Listen to this video.
Discovered a lot of parallels between the South American nation and New Orleans. Now, there's this big debate that goes on every year between Mobile natives and New Orleans natives.
That's funny. I can understand it perfectly. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that the music is too loud.
I was fine, dude.
$16.99.
That's too loud.
Explorer, John Baptiste Bienville.
And he's reading. In fact, it's just not. It's not performed well for a voiceover.
It's not.
I'm just saying.
Will you listen to these two?
I'm just saying.
Unbelievable. So it's got to be Marvel quality
No.
for them to be interested at all. There's an app for this, by the way. It's the F off app. You download it and then just read the 2 words.
Put it this way. 3/4 of us could do that voiceover better.
So do it then.
How do you know I'm the I'm not that 1/4 out?
Just do it. If you need it to be that clear, do it.
One more time.
You two. This is a bad look for the two of you.
2 weeks leading up to Fat Tuesday. These 2 weeks are filled with parades that feature larger-than-life floats, masked gift givers, and a lot of music.
A lot of music, I'm getting every syllable of that. I don't know what they're trying to say.
I picked up Saturnalia from the video, so I'm good.
Yeah. That credit to them.
Yeah, I don't remember that part.
Put it this way: we have our headphones on, and now this is as clear as you're gonna get it. But you put it on your TV, and you're sitting there. It's like,
get out of here.
I don't know. It just kind of feels like he's casting a spell.
Next time it's gonna be a snuff film one.
There are a lot of things that you can do.
At least I'll understand the snuff film.
No, you won't either.
I'll be like, all right, she's missing a leg, and she had one. They took it off.
He's been in the bathroom for a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
It was interesting content.
Okay, good. Well, that's what I'm shooting for.
Poorly delivered.
But never.
I never thought this would be a critique of it. This is the last thing I thought anybody would say about this, is that the production value of the video wasn't quite up to snuff for them.
I'm not surprised.
What are you talking about? We're all good, right? We just need...
I don't know what you're saying. I understood every word. Are you trying to make it... I mean, is there a social thing you're trying to say
There's
there?
no social thing. He's not being
don't get him
genuine.
canceled.
Jack is right. He's reading it. There's very little emotion whatsoever
This is out of his
the whole
heart.
spiel.
He lived this, sir. He lived it.
He lived it, then wrote it down, then read it.
Oh.
Did you know it was in Houston for 3 years? Why? Why did it go to Houston for 3
Katrina?
years, Ross? I asked Ross.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus,
So,
dude.
you
You're not
heard
going to get a
something.
star because you answered first. This is not the second grade.
I'm giving myself
My
one.
God almighty, the two of you.
Mardi Gras went to Houston.
Yes, for 3 years because of Katrina, because numbnuts told you.
And I heard him on the video say, I moved away, and I thought that's what piece of information was.
He said Houston. He didn't say Katrina, though.
He said he moved away for 3 years after Hurricane Katrina, and the one question, or the 2 questions he was asked the most was, what's about Mardi Gras? And it was
Lil Wayne.
And
Has he met Lil Wayne?
Has he met Lil Wayne?
Yeah,
those were the 2 questions he got all the time about New Orleans.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Which is different than what you heard.
Not what I heard.
Yeah, well, then something might be up.
All right.
With the video.
This video's fine. Listen to that production value.
You want to take a break and then talk about mine? It's not that. It's
great. Listen, this is the video.
Listen. That's great. That audio that's like Dolby.
This is the recording of inside of an airport.
That's how you get the vibe, dude. You don't shoot it on set. If you want to feel like an airport, you go to an airport. God, man. Snooty sons of bitches over there. I can't watch it. It's not 1080p and the audio is not absolutely perfectly synced. Dodos.
We'll be right after the break, after a quick commercial.
I understood every syllable. I was like, masks. I'm like, I'm picking up every word.
The mask was cool. That was the coolest thing about the video that I learned, is that the masks are a massive part to go ahead and have everybody just be human.
Exactly.
No matter what class they're in.
Exactly. Everybody gets to be the same on Mardi Gras because nobody knows what anybody looks
Deborah,
like.
how could you get all that with as terrible as it was? I mean, how could you get any content out of it? Almighty. We'll be back in a second, and Deb can tell us what we can be angry about next.
Well, jiggle your pooch first.
Okay, I'll do it.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Clausman, KLFUSNANLAW.com.
Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Clausman, ClausmanLaw.com.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, we're looking at stop traffic from problems south on 417 between the Turnpike and OBT. It looks like traffic is reduced to one lane. Only the right lane is able to get by. Northbound delays continue too. Two left lanes are blocked from emergency vehicles between John Young Parkway and the Turnpike, so avoid this area altogether. We'll keep you posted. Eastbound travel on I-4 still slow near 429. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Sylvania. On dark, foggy roads, do your fog lights provide the visibility you need? Upgrade to LEDs from Sylvania, the leader in automotive lighting. Experience how advanced optical design leads to superior down-road clarity. Visit the Sylvania website to find your LED bulbs today.
It's time to upgrade your home and beat inflation. You can do that because you know inflation is raising prices, but you can lock in today with FAS Windows and Doors at the price right now. Man, FAS Windows and Doors, they have the largest window and door showroom in Central Florida. It's in Winter Park, right off I-4 on Lee Road, and beautiful products. And man, they really improve your home and the quality of life in your home. They did that for me. So the new windows and door I put in my home replaced those aluminum frame single pane windows, that construction grade from the 70s. And with my new windows, the double pane low E vinyl sided windows, it added instant curb appeal, less outside noise coming into the house. My home is more energy efficient, so it actually helped lower my power bills as well. But the thing I love most is that security impact glass, an added layer of protection for my home. See what they can do for you. They're offering rebates of $55 per window right now, $95 per door. No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months, financing for a limited time. You get them online at FASWD.com.
Tax time means a much-needed cash bonus for many people. But for business owners, it can mean the opposite. Hey, this is R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill, Mitsubishi in DeLand. My accountant said I need to reduce my tax burden now, so I'm going to overpay for your old car because I'd rather give you the money than the government. Get up to $4,297 more for your old car than it's actually worth. No matter where you bought the car, no matter how many miles are on it. It's simple. Trade in your old car you hate driving and get a new car today, like a Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. That means most people can trade and lower their payment. Or let me double your tax refund up to $2,500. RC Hill Mitsubishi specializes in approving customers with below average credit scores. My goal this month is 100% credit approval. This month, my prices will not be beat. This sale ends when my accountant says enough is enough. I'm RC Hill at RC Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. 2 locations, DeLand and now in Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price on select models. Net of all rebates.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Holiday Inn Universal. CamtechSchool.com.
Mortgage rates are back down to record lows, but it won't last long. Don't miss the boat. Get a free quote by going to homeloansradio.com and working with that mortgage guy, Don. Trust me, you won't forget it or regret it. Go to homeloansradio.com.
My Friday nights usually spent out, but since my friends got Xfinity Internet, Friday nights in are where it's at. Because Xfinity has Wi-Fi speeds faster than a gig to power a house full of connected devices all at once. We got our show streaming, playlists bumping, and games galore. That's gig speed Wi-Fi for every great night in. Can your internet do that? Come on, y'all. The coasters aren't just for decoration.
Learn more about gig speed Wi-Fi and other fast speed options from Xfinity. Get started with 50 megabits per second internet for $25 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today to learn more. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. It's 3/21/22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and Xfi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $5 Sizzlies in all your favorite varieties, including the return of the sweet and savory waffle Sizzly. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, choose any 2 varieties, including sausage, egg, and cheese on a toasted waffle, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, the Sizzly burrito, and more. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $5. Available 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa. Wawa has bold new salads. For dinner, the cheeseburger salad. All of your favorite cheeseburger flavors, beef, cheese, cherry tomatoes, and pickles on a bed of crisp romaine. And the grilled chicken Caesar pasta salad. A classic Caesar salad kicked up a notch with grilled chicken and penne pasta. 2 salads fresh enough to call salad and bold enough to call dinner. Did we just reinvent dinner or redefine salad? Try the new dinner salads, made fresh at Wawa.
Financial strength means having the choices to do what's best for you. An Amscot Cash Advance could put up to $500 in your hand on the spot with no credit check when you really need it and for less than you might think. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Spring break is here, and summer will be here before you know it, so now's the time to start planning your next great adventure. But before you do, check out podguides.com from iHeartRadio. Podguides.com is your chance to explore the world through audio with an interactive map that's pinned with podcast episodes that serve as your local guide. Podcasts to help with what to see, what to eat, what to avoid, and more. Start your next journey at podguides.com, only from iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
I want to talk about something that's been on my mind for a little while. Me and my wife have a daughter due on 4/20, and we've experienced multiple times random people will approach us and ask us, what in the world are we thinking bringing a child into the world at this time, and basically shame us for this happening. I remember a time when people used to mind their own business. I definitely wouldn't want to try a pregnant lady.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that, man.
That's crappy.
That is out there, man. You don't.
Here, I thought the joke was going to be, you're going to name her Mary Jane, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought was coming too. And he's just like, no, he's sort of skirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, these people are like shaming us for bringing a child into the world because they don't think it's a good time.
Well,
and he's right. You should keep your damn mouth shut and move on.
Good time or not a good time, every new baby is a chance for hope to be born again.
Well, not to mention, I mean, the birth rate down.
Oh,
I had a story pulled a couple weeks ago that the birth rate's dropping, divorce rates are dropping, but not a reason why you think, though.
It's going to keep dropping.
Crazy stuff out there. All right, welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. We're continuing What'd You Do That's New. Deb, let's finish it up real quick and find out what you want us to check out next week.
Okay, well, we're going back to sleep.
All right, very nice.
We are going to learn about FFI.
FFI.
Fatal Familial Insomnia.
Fatal Familial Insomnia.
I'm getting ready to send you the link right now. It's a 60-minute story out of Australia, and it follows a brother and sister literally in a race against the clock.
Really?
Because this family has a gene they carry that once it's triggered, they never go to sleep again.
What?
I had no idea that you could die from insomnia.
Oh, yeah, you can die from not sleeping.
But it was one of those things like, well, of course, how could you not sleep? At some point, your body is going to just overtake whatever it is you've got planned, and it's going to force you to sleep.
Right.
You also understand why sleep deprivation is such a great tool, both with cults and in war, because it will literally...
It'll drive you crazy.
It'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
And it will put you in the ground quicker than almost anything else.
Yep.
So it's a fascinating 14 minutes and 25 seconds. Like I said, it's out of 60 Minutes Australia.
Okay.
Following this brother and sister and some other folks. You also get to find out just how rare it is.
Fatal Familial Insomnia.
But how terrifying it is.
Wow.
To live your life and not know that morning you woke up, that was the last night's sleep you're ever going to have.
Great choice. All right, we'll check that out. Jack will have that up at What'd You Do That's New. The master list will be up in just a little bit. You can click through and check it out and, of course, review it with us next week.
And I'm also getting ready to post a video because a citizen panel is getting ready to convene in South Florida over a pretty rough arrest.
Okay.
So as soon as I get that up on the blog, you guys can check it out and see if you think that there's any disciplinary recommendations.
I'd like to pre-complain for next week. So you want to do that's new about the Australian action accents I had to listen to. I couldn't understand a thing they were saying.
But the production quality is going to be top-notch, Jack.
Absolutely.
So
broadcast quality.
The cinematography's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Broadcast quality. And you'll find that the accents aren't going to be too thick because, of course, they want this to reach an international market. I vetted it for that for you.
I'll put on closed captioning.
Oh, you're so sweet, Jack.
It wasn't,
hey, I had to do that for the full Monty.
It wasn't the accent. It was the fact that the music was too loud in that previous YouTube video.
Wow.
The texter wants to know where they can see the video on Mumblegrot.
All right. If he only spoke real English.
He spoke real English.
The King's English.
But the thing was that, I would turn up the video, that would turn up his volume, and also the music.
The music was the best part, man. That great rhythm just drove home the story,
Wow.
Or it covered over the story.
All right, 407-916-1041.
You feel that, love?
Both of those videos right now, JimColbertLive.com.
He didn't make it.
All right, so top of the show, I told you there was something happening in Hollywood that's kind of unique. So I don't know about you guys. I love the fact, like, you guys ever watch those lists, like online? Sometimes they'll be like, hey, you're using this product the wrong way. And then they'll show you, like, you'll bid the tab this way. And, like, I'll tell you a good one.
Oh.
Like, how long did it take you to learn that that aluminum foil boxes had those two tabs at each end that you could push in so that when you're pulling the foil off the tube, the whole tube doesn't come out?
I just learned that right now.
So they have that. Yeah, if you go to the ends of a foil box, like for aluminum foil, it has two perforated tabs that you push in. That way, when you're pulling your foil out, you don't have to keep the box closed and have the entire thing come out and then roll across the floor, only to have you roll it up poorly.
Hey, what do you know?
Why doesn't that come already like that?
Right, well, so it doesn't. I mean, I guess because that means the box would be unsealed then and maybe unsafe.
Well, how about the fact that I have always wondered why garbage bags come to you inside out?
Right, yeah.
Because you're supposed to stretch
and then push it down.
And then push it in.
Right.
Which would make it...
You pointed that out. That's how I do my garbage cans.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
I used to turn them inside out and then put them in.
Learn the dishwasher thing. This happened on here on the show.
Whoa.
On the dishwasher where you put your utensils, if you close that thing, it's got slots. That's actually built to put the handles for spoons and stuff in there.
I don't do it. That limits my capacity.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, you can't pack as much silverware in if you use that.
I can't shove a whisk in there if I do that.
I did that one time. I'm like, I'm not doing this again.
Look, there are so many of those things where you don't ever take into consideration how the product's actually being used.
I had one yesterday. I bought the same wiffle ball bat with wiffle ball that I've been buying since I was a kid because I saw it at the store. I brought it in and I was actually reading. It's a yellow wiffle ball bat and a cardboard sleeve on top with the ball in it.
Yeah, the ball has in there. Yeah.
You take the ball out and you push it down. You're supposed to leave the cardboard on the bat and you turn it inside out, and that's supposed to be you put the ball in there so you hit the ball up and then you hit it.
You can use that to throw the ball in the air so you can hit yourself in practice. You don't
How
have to
many
have it pitched.
times have you thrown away the cardboard?
Jack and I've been playing
Every
wiffle ball since
single
we were
time.
6,
Yeah.
so 50 years.
Yeah.
There's the
Never,
answer.
ever knew that was a thing.
Now, this is not a product I'm going to tell you about. It's something that's happened in Hollywood forever. I want you guys to think really hard. What is missing or what never appears? Almost never. The percentages are below 1% in Hollywood television shows.
Cigarettes.
And it's in common. Cigarettes isn't the answer.
Payphones.
Not payphones either.
Eating.
It's not eating. People do eat on television. They eat in sitcoms and stuff. This doesn't happen. You will never see this. You will, I shouldn't say never. You will rarely ever see one of these in a Hollywood television show.
Toilet.
No.
A stove.
No.
Burping.
No. And you'll never get it. I'm doing this just to see how many guesses you'll take. Maybe you'll nail it. I don't know. It's a certain thing.
Yeah, give us a hint.
How
Open
about
heart
this?
surgery.
A lot of Americans have these. Matter of fact, can I tell you, everybody in this room has one of these.
Keys.
No.
Can
Matter of fact, some of us have multiple of these.
Clip your nails.
No.
Televisions.
No. You see TVs and TV shows all the time.
Microwave.
Well,
Microwave?
Just saying that we have it, I don't think is a very good hint.
You have a couple. You have a couple as well.
On me right now.
She's got one. I've got one.
On me right now.
Not on me.
A bidet.
At home.
Vape.
It starts with the letter
C.
Cats.
Cats is the answer.
Can't control them.
Tell me the last time you saw a cat on a television show. It's been a known thing in Hollywood. Cats don't appear in television shows. And the reason why? You nailed it.
Yeah,
You can't control them. So you never see a cat on a Hollywood television show. Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
That's
I guess,
the only
has a
one
famous... And most of the time when you see that on TV...
It was an animatronic.
It's a puppet.
Right.
All right.
Wow.
So I was reading this today. I was like, wow, that's one thing. Like you never ever see a family that has a pet cat on television.
That's a good point.
Only dogs.
Well, now there is one massive exception here, and now it's not a TV show.
Okay, that means it's not an exception then.
It's pretty close to one because it's a movie.
Okay, well, I mean, that's way different. There are tons of cats in movies. Men in Black, we'll just start there. That was a pretty important cat role in Men in Black.
That was a cat. Yeah. You're talking about the first one.
The reason why, they talk about Mark Maron's TV show called Maron for a while. He had a sitcom called Maron. And he famously has a number of cats, right? So he wanted to incorporate cats into the show because he thought it would make it more realistic. They wanted to film a simple scene where the cat jumps up on the table because Mark is eating salmon and rice. The entire scene took 3.5 to 5 seconds on camera. It took them 5.5 hours to film it. That's why there are no cats on TV shows. $10,000 an hour, $100,000 an hour, whatever it is to run a TV set. They're not waiting around for a Mitzi to jump up and have some salmon. They said the reason why is they couldn't keep the cat from jumping. They couldn't get it to jump on time. All it wanted to do was jump up and eat the salmon. Right. They couldn't get it to do it with the cue. You had a couple lines and the thing was supposed to jump up. It would not wait.
Nope.
And it would scratch your eyes out if you even tried to keep it back from the salmon. How crazy is that, right?
It still makes me go back. I've talked about this on air years ago, but Homeward Bound, they have a cat in that movie. It's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, man, when you watch that movie, you're like, man, they treated those animals not the best. There's no way. There's a scene of the cat just drowning in, river rapids.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, it's fake. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, fake.
I don't think it's a fake cat.
There's just someone with a net after they call cut, then they'll swoop it out.
What I'm saying is the cat didn't die. They didn't sacrifice a cat for that.
No, the cat didn't know it wasn't drowning, though.
Yeah, the cat doesn't even know it's filming a movie.
Listen, you don't know that. They could have had a real long talk with the cat.
We just talked about how cats can't do TV. They're just going to skip the middleman and go straight to movies?
Yeah. This guy named Michael Jam, he noticed that after two decades of experiencing television as a writer and as a producer, he worked on shows like King of the Hill, Wilford, and Tacoma FD. I don't know what any of those are. And he says no cats on scene, and the reason why is because you can't control them. They shut down production. You can't get them to do anything you want, even with treats or food. They just do whatever the hell they want. Even the best trained cats, they said, are a nightmare to work with.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know about cats, man.
He said even one time when they just wanted the cat to walk free in the scene and just kind of catch the cat walking around, the cat would just go and hide. It wouldn't even do that right.
Did you say you had one?
No, I don't have one.
Okay.
No, I don't have a cat.
No, when you were we were still guessing, I thought you said you have more than one.
Pets. I have a dog. Oh, okay. You have 2 dogs. You have a dog and a cat. Deb has a cat.
What
2
cats. Terrible hint.
Dog and 2 cats.
That's a great hint.
That is a terrible hint.
It was a horrible hint.
I know it was a good hint because you didn't get the answer.
Yeah, guess what?
That's not how hints work.
That's how hints work. You're supposed to think. You got to think outside the box. I thought you were a progressive thinker.
Me and Jack don't have cats.
It doesn't matter if
and
you do or not.
You looked at us and said, you have these.
You got the answer right. I meant pets. The answer is pets.
No,
but that's not the answer to your question.
It is because I'm talking about pets on television
You're
shows.
talking about cats on television
Deborah,
shows.
can I ask you a question? Is this going to be this way all day long? Is it all day long? These two coming at me all day long?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a fun show. And these two idiots do nothing but fight with me. What's wrong with the both of you?
1912, this big boat sank. You know what it's called?
It's the Titanic. I got it. That's a great hint.
It's a great clue because you didn't guess cats.
Too easy. He got the answer right and he's bitching about it.
Because
that guy got it right and he's mad.
I asked for the first letter.
Yeah.
You could have said corgis.
Yeah. You looked at us and said, we all have it.
Cantaloupe. There's tons of answers. Coats.
All
cardigans.
4 of us.
I can do this all day.
I think you need a day off.
Comb.
The 4.
Let's give him a few.
This is the worst hint I've ever received.
You are the worst ever. You know that? You are the worst entitled millennial jacket-wearing Fonz ripoff I've ever seen in my life. You should be on a diving team. That's how lame you are.
If you think a cat, if you thought saying that all of us have this and that was a good hint.
It's a pet. There are pets on television. The whole idea is that there are dogs and there are no cats. How do you not get that?
Because cat is the answer.
From those unbelievable hints that I gave. How did you not circle in on that?
The answer isn't pet. The answer is cat.
Is a cat a pet? Then that's the answer. This is an easy game. I can do this all day long.
Was the news story about how pets don't happen on TV shows?
What?
Was the news story.
It's how that kind of pet doesn't happen on TV shows.
That kind of pet.
Yeah, exactly. You never see them.
What would be that, classification of pet?
Listen, a terrible hint would have been like if you would have guessed iguana. But no, you didn't. You guessed cats immediately. And you asked for too many hints. You want it too easy in life. That's your problem.
I wanted the answer. I wanted to get to the story.
You don't understand the game.
I understand the game.
You don't get the game.
The game has changed. But the rules are still the same.
407-916-1041. There's a very popular business out there, and I hope I get this hint right.
Oh, man.
I hope this tease is accurate.
You all have one.
There's a very...
Yeah, you all have one.
There's an app for it.
You all have one of these near you, that's for sure.
Oh, God.
Maybe not Deborah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you got it. It's a horse.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast, and we are under a Fox 35 storm alert for tonight and for tomorrow. Tonight, severe thunderstorms are likely late this evening, damaging wind gusts, even an isolated tornado. So stay with Fox 35 throughout the evening and tomorrow. 66 the low. Tomorrow, the high 82. A break in the morning, but more strong to severe storms in the afternoon. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. No one should read your personal messages. That's why WhatsApp uses end-to-end encryption. It protects whatever you send before, during, and after you send it. So no one, not even WhatsApp, can read your messages. Always message privately. WhatsApp.
If you are in need of a new fence, I strongly suggest the friends of mine over at Mossy Oak Fence. These guys are simply amazing, and a brand new fence from these guys will certainly make your home more amazing, more appeal, more value, and they are experts over there. Plus, they're fence freaks. That means they are freaks for your quality and for your satisfaction. They're skilled craftsmen, only use the very best materials, getting you the best results every single time. Tons of options. These guys do so much. The fence they built for me is simply amazing. They set the standard when it comes to quality, and that quality, that they back it up with the best warranty in the business. Just visit mossyoakfences.com, and as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com and take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments till July. Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, and GMC, you can find them all at Nations Trucks, the world's largest independent truck dealer.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
Hey, Orlando. Now you can get treated for everything from chest pains to ankle sprains at a third of the cost and half the time of an average ER visit. Say hello to a better emergency care experience. Say hello to GuideWell Emergency Doctors. Operated by Crucial Care, time is based on the American College of Emergency Physicians. Cost comparison based on 2016 actuarial analysis of hospital-based ER visits.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
The Special Olympics USA Games is my time to shine.
And Jersey Mike's Day of Giving is yours.
Grab a sub on Wednesday, March 30th, and all sales will be donated to the games.
Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Hey, Orlando business owners, stop overpaying for internet and phone. Switch to Spectrum Business and get Orlando's best deal for small businesses. Get blazing fast internet speeds of 600 megabits per second for just $49.99 a month and phone for just $19.99 a month. Taxes and fees included. That's faster internet at an incredible price. Other providers don't even come close. Make the switch to Spectrum Business. Visit business.spectrum.com/ultra.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My AC's blowing hot air.
Voted the top HVAC company by the robots we hired to vote for us.
Yes, my air conditioner is...
For AC repair, press 1. Fine. Are you sure it's actually broken?
Well, yes, it's blowing hot.
Have you considered fixing it yourself?
No.
Could try YouTube. Might be a video about air conditioners.
No, I actually want a professional...
Saw a video yesterday with a cat on a bicycle. Hilarious.
How would that help?
Might make you feel better about the whole broken air conditioner thing.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Right, I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have an AC problem, you need a professional solution. An expert who can diagnose your system right away and get the air blowing frosty cold again. That's the Frank Gay way.
I found it! Look at him with his little helmet.
FrankGayServices.com.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Instagram, it's not just for dog pick. Oh my God, look at this cute puppy. At Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Now I know why my cat is so grumpy all the time. He doesn't see any representation on TV. I'm going to push for more cat representation on TV. So, well, anyway, there's that.
Did he say pray?
I just let this run out.
Did he actually just say he's going to pray for more cat presence on television?
Yeah, dude.
He's going to push for more cat representation because he's saying that's the problem with the cats. They're not seeing themselves represented on television, according to you.
Couldn't stand the quality that was so bad. All I hear was mumbling.
And I respect that.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, Ross are here as well. We do have trivia coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. A bunch of stuff to talk about. And I have a call about cats. God.
Yeah.
The movie?
No.
I hear it's top notch.
Yeah, it's very good. Taylor Swift's best work yet. Rebel Wilson, the crew, you know.
Sure.
Samson, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, sounds a little saucy already.
You coming in hot, buddy?
A little bit.
Take your
you
shot.
said that there are no TV shows with cats on them, and I can think of one show in particular called Friends, and that's got a huge fan base. So I don't know if anybody else is listening to you that watches that show.
Yeah, I changed I changed my comment from never to rarely. So I mean, I'll cover myself there. But you're right. Somebody brought that up on the texting service. There was a hairless cat, right? Lisa Kudrow had like a hairless cat.
Oh yeah. Oh no, she had smelly cat.
It was Jennifer Aniston. She had a hairless cat for one episode, and that wasn't even the episode I was thinking. There was an episode with a blackout where she found a cat in the hallway, and she ended up dating this one guy named Paolo, and that's how she ended up dating Rob.
Got it. There you go. Well, here's the thing. It's still very rare that you see a cat on television. That was the case.
Yeah, Jim, you ever heard of the show Friends?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And apparently now my name, or just call me Cat or whatever, is about with Mayim Bialik, is the owner of a cat cafe.
Yeah,
So
Cat Cafe, Jim.
maybe the times are changing, Jim.
And of course, one of our favorite documentaries of last year, the last 3 years, was "Don't F with Cats."
I've never seen it. You guys saw that.
Oh yeah, you can't. Watch
I
it.
will not see it.
Yeah,
It's
brutal.
It's pretty good.
No, it's real
really
good. It's real good.
Oh,
But,
yeah,
I mean,
it's good.
if you're like, if you are highly sensitive to animal situations,
If
I
you're
can see it
into
would
true
be a
crime,
difficult watch. Yeah,
But you like true crime?
Yeah.
I mean, it's true crime.
right. I mean, it's damn good true crime, but I
Get 'em.
understand.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. So a beloved business is causing some massive problems in California. Massive. Santa Barbara, to be exact. And I think we have this issue around Central Florida. But the difference is this city finally basically took it to this particular restaurant because of the issues they were causing with traffic.
In and out.
No. There's no way that you haven't experienced this in Central Florida.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is the answer. A lone Chick-fil-A in Santa Barbara has been ruffling the feathers of local residents. Why? Because the traffic gets so bad at their drive-thru that it backs up traffic up to an hour and a half in certain areas of Santa Barbara, California.
That ain't right.
They said a city traffic report says at its peak, the drive-through line can block one lane of State Street for as long as 90 minutes on the weekdays, and on the weekends up to 155 minutes. 2 hours you're sitting there in one lane of traffic because the Chick-fil-A drive-through has spilled over into the road, causing problems. And I'm telling you, I don't know of a busier Chick-fil-A than the one that's on the corner of Alafaya and Redbug there. There's a Chick-fil-A that's been there. It has 3 staging lanes.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at it, you're like, wow, that's a big parking lot. It's not a parking lot at all. Those are all staging lanes. At any given point, I believe you can fit up to 60 vehicles in the drive-thru of this particular Chick-fil-A.
We have one like that in Mount Dora, and it will back up traffic on 441, and the restaurant isn't even on 441, and it has those double lanes. But
finally,
what is it?
Finally, something bad to say about Chick-fil-A. Well, secondly.
The one right by us, I tried going there after the show once, and the line did the coil around the building.
Oh, yeah.
And where they have to have signage, it's like, for the drive-thru, please drive around the building, and it just wraps around, and then I just look at Wendy's over there with no one in the drive-thru, and I'm like, I'll get the Wendy's chicken sandwich.
I tell you what, the only reason I think a lot of people go to that Wendy's is because that Chick-fil-A is so inaccessible.
Right.
I mean, that one, man, when you build these things, I've never experienced a brand like Chick-fil-A.
I don't think any of us have.
I mean, other than Starbucks, there is no brand like that. I mean, every single Starbucks now at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's a 40-minute wait if you're going in the drive-thru. And I mean, that's even with their speed. It is so insane. But with Chick-fil-A, it can be worse. Jack's right. The one that's over here by by our building, it has 2 staging areas. It stages you over beside a 7-Eleven, and that line could go down and around and over into another parking lot of another business, and then down on into a road. And that's just an order. Then you get in a line that wraps around the building again. I've never seen anything like it. And every single Chick-fil-A is the same exact way. It is an absolute madhouse. I've not seen them really back up traffic. Even that one that's up there that I was just talking about, never really spills out into the road because of the way they designed the staging area. But that entire complex there is shut down from it. There are other businesses in there, and you don't even venture that parking lot. You don't even take that shot because you could get in there and just get stuck.
Can you imagine 2 hours and you're late to work? What's your excuse?
Yeah.
I was stuck in the Chick-fil-A traffic line.
Just a Chick-fil-A traffic.
Hey, speaking of being stuck in traffic, I know we've had a issue on State Road 417. We've been getting a lot of text messages about it at 77031, but it's taken a while to vet the information. But apparently, the reason for the backup on the 417 is because crews are working to rescue a person who climbed a crane.
Oh, no.
Dumbass.
Let's get our drone over there.
Oh.
Where is
RK!
RK, get that drone up.
We're putting out the bat signal for you.
Where is this?
This is on the State Road 417. Let me find out exactly where it is.
This is a bad idea.
He's been safely lowered and is being transported to the hospital.
RK, stand down.
Stand down.
Stand down, RK.
What was a bad idea about
It was a bad idea to send a drone after a guy who's on top of a crane.
We can send a drone up there and videotape
Yeah,
the guy.
absolutely. It would be like, then we could film it from the ground, and it's almost like King Kong, and he'd be swatting away at the drone. It would be great.
Yeah,
Are you worried about the production value?
No, I was worried about the drone hitting the guy.
This was on State Road 417 between the Turnpike and OBT for an unauthorized civilian who climbed a crane. They had to use a high-angle rescue. Orange County Fire Rescue Department, again, patient safely lowered, transported to a local hospital, and subsequently Baker acted.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, but I'm sure that's going to be the next step.
But when in 3 days, 72 hours, then they get out, then they go to Knucklehead Island.
There he is.
Where they belong.
All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. I told you there was another grim reminder of the days that we're in. I'll tell you what that is next.
What is a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio. On demand. Find your favorite show at realradio.fm.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Well, avoid travel on 417 right now. Police activity is affecting north and southbound. Only one lane is getting by in both directions between John Young Parkway and the Turnpike. We'll let you know when this clears. We're also seeing slow traffic westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, as well as eastbound between County Road 557 and 429. The beach line up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by CarSaver.com. Right now, the resale value of used cars is sky high. At CarSaver.com/sell, you can sell your car in minutes. Just enter your car's details, get an instant cash offer, and get paid instantly. See what your car is worth now. Get started now at CarSaver.com/sell.
Man, business owners, you're feeling the pressure of running your business. There's a limit to what you can do and still keep employees engaged. Insperity understands that. That's why they bring 30 years plus of HR experience to help you with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance while giving your employees competitive benefit options. You're able to focus on other priorities. Your business can thrive. Your employees can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full service HR, employee benefits, HR technology, that's Insperity. HR that makes a difference.
If you're making big decisions like refinancing or buying your first home, maybe doing some debt consolidation, go to homeloansradio.com. Work with that mortgage guy, Don, and then listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey, Mario Lopez here. To keep yourself and your community safe, you have to test for COVID. And let's face it, those free home tests aren't going to last. But don't worry, you don't have to go back to risking exposure searching the aisles for a test. The easiest and most reliable way to get tested is at COVID Clinic. COVID Clinic offers PCR tests, which are the most accurate tests you can get, and you can get same-day results. They offer no cost to patient testing. Visit covidclinic.org to find a testing location near you. That's covidclinic.org.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into cash and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. MLS 7168 Equal Housing.
The military community is no stranger to the saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But that's easier said than done, right? That's where USAA can help. Between juggling extracurriculars, finding time for grocery runs, and the hoops of every day, it can be hard to think beyond this weekend, let alone figure out life insurance. That's why USAA Life Insurance Company has made getting a quote quick and easy. USAA has your back with budget-friendly coverage options so you can keep on keeping on while they help protect the ones that matter most to you. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Visit USAA.com/life to get started. Life insurance and annuities provided by USAA Life Insurance Company. San Antonio, Texas. All insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
One thing people really love about International Diamond Center, their diamond experts are not paid on commission.
No commission structure means no pressure, brutal honesty, no fluff.
That's IDC veteran diamond expert Robbie Blue, who says this approach removes the stress and puts you in control.
If I've got 3 items here and it doesn't benefit me to sell you any one of those, I want you to pick what you like.
There's zero incentive to upsell you or steer you in a more expensive direction.
If I show you 3 diamonds that are the shape that you're after and the size, and if one is 11,000, one is 8,000, and one is 6,000, do you see a difference? No commission means I can tell you that take that 2,000 or 3,000 and put it somewhere in your life that will make a difference. If you can't tell the differences, then don't spend it.
No commission sales means more honesty, more transparency, and overall just a more pleasant experience.
It makes it more fun. It makes it more enjoyable, I think, for me, and very much believe for the client.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations.
O'Reilly. Improve visibility and save money at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Replace your old wiper blades with a new pair of Rain-X Advantage wiper blades and save $10 now at O'Reilly. Our professional parts people will even install them for free. See better and drive safer with new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts in store or online at O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Your happiest spring starts with Lowe's, and it all starts with a beautiful green lawn. Get it growing with Scott's Triple Action Lawn Fertilizer, starting at $29.98. And keep it clean with the Craftsman 20-volt mower with free blower for only $2.99. That's a big value for a beautiful entrance. Create a season full of happiness. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, about $310 for $316. U.S. only. Scott's offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Is an Amscot cash advance right for you? Compare for yourself. Often, it can be less than the late fee on an overdue bill. With Amscot, you could get up to $500 on the spot with no credit check.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
When you understand and you believe in the client, that gives you all the power you need to take on any insurance company. And you have to be able to care, because if you don't care, you can't help. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good.
Orlando.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? A hippo is big and heavy like Jim. A zippo is a little lighter.
Was it the Jim's fat part that you're laughing at?
Is the little lighter.
All right, welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
They didn't say you're fat. They just said heavy.
Jack is here.
Like, you're heavy, man.
Ross is as well.
Hey, for what it's worth, I want to end myself after hearing that.
In what? That joke?
Yeah.
It's fine. Joke for everybody. Speaking of jokes, tomorrow on the show, Andrew Dice Clay joins us.
Yeah, 420.
Yep, Andrew Dice Clay, legendary. Did you ever get into Clay?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Hickory
Dock.
Yeah.
I was a huge fan.
I
loved him.
Yeah.
No way.
Like,
Yeah.
when it
No.
first came out.
No.
No, when it first came out, it was so unique and kind of bombastic. You kind of had to pay attention to it. Like the first time you saw Sam Kinison.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just got,
The Rodney Dangerfield special in the late 80s, and it just hit, and then he blew up after that.
Oh, it just exploded.
Yes.
Playing stadiums, like back-to-back nights in Madison Square Garden sold out.
Yep.
And then he, obviously the times changed. His act didn't play well in A New World. But then he went on to discover other talents of his. I mean, he's an incredible actor, did a really good job. I mean, I know he gets the Ford Fairlane thing, but I mean, he was in, was it that movie Blue, the Woody Allen movie?
He's done a few movies.
And he's done some other movies and television shows. He's good. He does a good job.
And he seems like he's a really nice guy.
I hear he's one of the sweetest dudes ever. I've never had a chance to meet him, and I think we spoke to him one time a long time ago, but, he was doing the thing. Couldn't really, talk to him or whatever, but...
had to stay in character.
Yeah.
And that's it. Dice Man was just one of his characters up until that point.
Right. He did Jerry Lewis.
Yeah, but he did that. He was doing other impressions as well, but he did the Dice Man, and that took off. So that kind of became his persona for a while.
Because one of his big things was doing like Jerry Lewis. He does the best Jerry Lewis of all time. Of course, that's kind of irrelevant now because Jerry Lewis's time is gone, and a Jerry Lewis impression doesn't have an appeal the way it used to.
In the early 80s, it was a little more on target.
Yeah, because he was still doing the telethons and stuff.
Yeah.
He was still like part of the daily lexicon of American entertainment.
He'll be at the Hard Rock Live upcoming. He has a show coming at there, and you'll be able to see him there. We'll talk more to him about that tomorrow at 4:20.
That's where I saw him last, was at Hard Rock Live, and he had Jim Norton opening for him. And at the time, Jim Norton was kind of an up and coming comic who has now exploded national tours. He has a giant podcast he's been doing for a while, and Norton killed that night. I mean, destroyed that night. And, Dice had a good night, too. But, I mean, boy, Norton killed it. So, tomorrow, Dice Clay, right here at 4:20 on the Jim Colbert Show. Tune in for that. I was telling you guys that times are changing. Of course, we see changes all around us, the supply chain issues with COVID, nothing like we've ever seen. I mean, it's just impossible to explain it. Now, this is based on an issue that we've been dealing with on Earth for a while, and it's becoming more and more prevalent every single day.
Water.
But now governments are starting to pay attention, and they are starting to kind of create some really, really unique ways of conserving that. Water is the answer. This is out in Colorado. What?
I didn't know it. I just like that word. I think water is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, water is the answer. Out in Denver, there are a couple legislators out there trying to start a program. What do you think it is?
Water sharing?
It's not water sharing.
Oh, recycling your toilet water.
It's not recycling your toilet water. Think about what you use water on.
Your plants.
Lawns.
What they're going to do in Denver and what they're offering up is this. And this, you get ready, mark my words right here, March 15th, 2022. This is about to be the norm across the U.S. And the reason why is good-looking ornamental lawns
are stupid.
Are absolutely the worst possible thing for our aquifer. It is the numbers are genuinely amazing. And what they're shooting for is Kentucky bluegrass specifically, because I guess it just soaks up water and eats water. But what they're trying to do...
So does St. Augustine.
Yeah, basically I think it's kind of the same kind of grass, that Floratam kind of grass, that requires a whole lot of water.
It's funny because when I lived in San Diego, even then, back in the 80s, the discussion was, in places that don't normally have lawns, why are you trying to force lawns?
Right, exactly.
Because that's desert country. It just takes a lot of water to make a lawn grow where it's a desert.
So Colorado lawmakers understand this, and they are trying to attack it. John Berggren, who is the water policy analyst with Western Resource Advocate, says this is what we're doing now. What they're trying to do is create a bipartisan effort, right? And they're trying to get people in Colorado to sell their lawns back. The government is going to buy your lawn from you and have you replace your lawn with native species that require no watering at all.
Isn't that called xeriscape?
Yeah, xeriscape. In other words, you have like rocks or cactuses or something that is ornamental in your yard that requires no watering. I would bet a little bit of money that if this passes here and people are willing to do this, that you're going to see this happen in spades. Now, of course, it depends on what they're offering, what the buyback thing is. If it's tax incentives for every year that you decide not to have a lawn, or if it's maybe if you decide to tear it up, we'll give you 5 years of deferments or whatever the case may be. But that's going to start happening. Florida is one of the worst because we have a climate that can grow grass like that year-round, basically. We don't really have to worry about it. I mean, so we're watering pretty much all the time.
Well, the problem with Florida isn't so much, I think, it doesn't help that if you can use reclaimed water on your grass, it, takes a little less off the aquifer. But for us here, our problem in the state is allowing bottlers to come in and pull hundreds of thousands of gallons of water out of our aquifer and then sell it back to the residents of Florida. So, I mean, when you've got 100 people moving here every single day, there's no way our natural resources can maintain.
Especially when house designs come designed with irrigation systems to handle the sod that they're going to get because it looks nice.
And pools.
You have to change the way people think about how they're about the
outside of their home.
Yeah, how they look at the scape of their home. Like, now it's green grass, perfectly manicured hedges and flowers and ornamental shrubbery and whatnot, and that's the look now. But if you go out in New Mexico or Arizona, you don't see any of that, man. It's like rock, in Vegas,
cacti.
Nevada, it's rocks and it's cactuses, and they're cleverly put there to make it look okay. But I mean, when we were in New Mexico, there were very few lawns. I mean, that seemed to be a luxury out there, like a real luxury. We saw multi-million-dollar homes with no lawn.
Because it's not an environment that can maintain it without having to use a lot of water.
It says similar programs across the West have saved billions of gallons of water, paying property owners anywhere from a few dimes to a few dollars for every square foot of turf they replace. Those were programs offering money for the removal of water-dependent lawns are likely to become more common as states, counties, and cities across the West. Now, this is out west now, but you can bet your ass if this thing starts kind of growing momentum and, people in Florida go, I tell you what, I will knock this much off your tax bill or blah, 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 if you pull that lawn up. And people will consider this as long as there is an alternative that looks okay. And there is faux grass now that is so good. It is so incredibly good. It looks beautiful. It's very resilient. It's tough as nails. It doesn't fade. It still looks amazing. As a matter of fact, a lot of the really nice communities opt for this because there's no maintenance fee and you don't have to worry about it dying. And they're doing it. The problem is it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like when you get a lawn of that stuff, I mean, it's thousands of dollars, but you never think about, well, how much am I spending watering my lawn every year? You don't think about the conservation aspect of it. It's always about how much it costs.
I got good news, man. I'm ahead of the curve.
How's that?
My yard is dying.
I think there's some grass I don't mind, like Bahia, and that grass you basically can't.
Bahia's great.
You can't kill it. You could literally spit on it once, and it's good for the year.
But the problem with Bahia is you got to be willing for those stalks, then the seed, and you got to kind of let you be okay with your yard looking a little raggedy for a little while. But it's so much better than St. My biggest issue with St. Augustine was with having big dogs. I learned a very important lesson the hard way when it came to St. Augustine grass and a big dog. And it was a canine officer who said to me, be careful with that because, when a dog takes off running, their nails come out, and to dig into the ground, he said those vines that is what constitutes St. Augustine grass will pull out a dog's toenail.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that. That's gross.
And hell, if it didn't happen like a week after I put in my St. Augustine grass, my golden retriever is in the backyard, when I heard a yelp like I've never heard before, and sure as hell, it pulled out the entire nail.
I've never heard that.
The entire thing. That vine grabbed onto it and pulled it right out.
Repeat it again. I don't.
Yeah. No, but I mean something, because that no one ever tells you that when you put no one ever tells you when you put laminate flooring in your house and you've got big dogs.
Yeah.
They're gonna slip. And if you've already got hip and back issues with your dogs, even if they're little dogs, you need to know that when you put that stuff in. But nobody tells you how it affects your pets.
Yeah.
Texter's pointing out, Jimmy, a big problem with this changeover is getting homeowners associations on board.
I was just about to mention that very text, because that's one of those things, like when you go into really nice communities, your Baldwin Parks, your Bay Hill, Windermere, Winter Park areas, it's going to take a lot to tell those guys who can afford to water their lawn every day, hey, look, you need to replace this with rocks or something.
Right.
HOAs are going to have to move and understand that, hey, look, entire communities are going to have to adhere for this to really make it feasible for everybody. Because, I mean, leaving it up to people to make individual decisions is going to be weird. There's some people who are just going to be willing to pay for it. Some people are just going to be like, I've got that extra $500 a year. I'll water mine. Not understanding the big picture of that's not really the point whether you can afford it or not. The point is,
the planet can't afford it for much longer.
The idea that our aquifer is not doing so good.
Hey, you want your grandkids to have green lawns? Then you better start saving now. Someone else said it will also save the river with all the runoff from pesticides, things that, like right now we're seeing with the manatees in the Indian River Lagoon and leaking septic tanks and pesticides from lawn runoff.
Going to get a lot of fight with that legislation, though, because there are a ton of companies in Central Florida that make a whole bunch of money taking care of your lawn and your bushes and whatnot, spraying it for bugs.
I hate to say
massive. One of the biggest companies in Central Florida does it.
It would have to take. We would have to be on the precipice of not having any other choices, I think, for that to be the choice here in Florida.
I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's put up on the Twitter poll, Jack. Let's put up there and see, like, if the state of Florida offered you money to remove your lawn and replace it with, like, with ornamental shrubbery or something that doesn't take any watering or very little watering, would you do it? What would the incentive have to be for you guys to do something like that? Ross, I mean, assume you had you had a really nice lawn and stuff. I mean, and you were very proud of it. You'd worked years to get it to look like that. And they said, hey, look, this is taking up a little too much water. We would like you to consider doing this. Here's our incentive. What would it take?
It wouldn't take. Yeah, it wouldn't take much because I don't even really look at it as like, oh man, my house looks worse or anything like that.
Right.
I'm a big fan of keeping my upkeep as low as possible.
Right, gotcha there.
Which is also what got me into the mess of having a terrible yard.
Right, yeah. I would think that most people your age are probably that way. They're too busy living life to really worry about their yards. A lot of people, you get a little older in life, maybe into your 40s, and it means a lot because you don't really go out and do anything else. So it's kind of a pride of yours, You want to make your house look good type thing?
No, I keep the upkeep low. You can buy me a couple scratch-offs, and we good.
Yeah, in our yard, we just replaced the front area to have grass up against the house so it would look nice, but we do have minimal landscape that requires minimal water, which we only water like once a week, but still, if they offered, my wife like a legitimate replacement where, you wouldn't lose the aesthetics of it as well. I mean, you may consider it. But I would think that would have to be very enticing though,
We only have grass in the front. We have a little patch of grass in the front, and in the back it's all patio pavers and a little bit of landscaping. There's no grass.
So we're about to do some work on the back of the house. We're adding a pool to the house. And in the back area, we're doing that same thing. It's all the faux grass with concrete steps so that we don't have any grass back there to water or, deal with when it rains and all that stuff.
Yeah. You looking for a pool?
It's a little different than yours, buddy. Tiny bit.
No, I don't think so. This thing's huge.
407-916.
Candace, Jim needs a GoFundMe set up.
Yeah, that's how it works around here, right?
No.
That happens to everybody?
Listen,
out of everybody here, he would be the last one who would need a GoFundMe.
Listen, if you want to pay for my pool, I'll take it. I got no pride. Let's set it up. I'll tell you when you hit the number.
Yeah. They already paid for it.
No.
It's yours.
No, but it's yours. It's yours.
I'll drop it off tomorrow.
I don't need it.
You want
won't
it.
make it through the gate.
That's the thing, is that you don't need stuff that you want.
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose right there.
It's big.
Don't want to go so far as to say this is what we're here for. But 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, police activity continues on 417 between John Young Parkway and the Turnpike, meaning only one lane is getting by in both directions, so avoid this altogether, and we'll let you know when it reopens. Eastbound travel on I-4 still slow out of Polk County between County Road 557 and 429. Westbound travel also heavy between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems, call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Domino's. Domino's is introducing 32-piece Parmesan bread bites and lava cakes to their mix and match menu for $5.99 each when you carry out 2 or more items. Ask for this carry-out offer. Availability and charges may vary. Local stores may charge extra for some menu items, crust types, toppings, and sauces.
Our Twitter poll now posted at Jim Colbert Show on Twitter, also at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Follow us there, please. It's brought to you by We Are Not the Banks. mortgagefinance.com. That is how you get into your next home or maybe refinance the home where you currently live. It's the mortgage lenders at wearenotthebanks.com. They're not the banks. They're better than the banks. Brad Siebert and the team, all they focus on securing you the mortgage you need or refinancing the mortgage you have to take advantage of these lower rates that are expected to rise later this year. They handle all types of buyers with all types of loans, whether it's VA, conventional, FHA, jumbo loans as well. I used wearenotthebanks.com for my refi several years ago. Got me in a great place with a great rate and closed quickly. For all your mortgage needs, the website again is wearenotthebanks.com. NMLS ID number 205696, equal opportunity lender.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding.
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
The military community is no stranger to the saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But that's easier said than done, right? That's where USAA can help. Between juggling extracurriculars, finding time for grocery runs, and the hoops of every day, it can be hard to think beyond this weekend, let alone figure out life insurance. That's why USAA Life Insurance Company has made getting a quote quick and easy. USAA has your back with budget-friendly coverage options so you can keep on keeping on while they help protect the ones that matter most to you. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Visit USAA.com/life to get started. Life insurance and annuities provided by USAA Life Insurance Company. San Antonio, Texas. All insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Alpha Foundations.
Since 2002, Alpha Foundations has led the way in foundation repair, concrete leveling, crawl space encapsulation, and much more. With the industry's most complete lifetime warranty, plus a price assurance guarantee. For a free estimate, call 1-800-714-3020 or visit alphafoundations.com. License CBC 1257350.
For home at last, you want to call them fast. Call Alpha Foundations.
Thinking about getting married but nervous about popping the question? IDC owner Keith LeClaire totally gets it.
When I asked my wife, Peggy, to be my bride, I had to drive all the way to Michigan to get married. I was 24 years old. I turned around twice on the way up and turned back coming back to Florida because I'm like, what am I doing? And I knew I had picked the right bride, but it was still scary.
The third time, Keith kept on driving. And now, 43 years later, he and Peggy are living their best life.
I married way above my head. Because of her, we're where we are today with 3 children, 10 grandchildren, and a lot of friends. Having the right partner and being married, it's truly the biggest blessing of my life.
And seeing and helping other happy couples, either just starting out or celebrating milestone anniversaries, is what International Diamond Center is all about.
Life gets better each year that goes by. I'm just so thankful.
International Diamond Center, with 4 Orlando locations, where relationships come first, always.
I love my wife dearly. She's the greatest, biggest blessing that God has ever given to me. There is nothing more important than my wife.
Breakfast is sizzling at Wawa with 2 for $5 Sizzlies in all your favorite varieties, including the return of the sweet and savory waffle Sizzly. For a double delicious breakfast on the go, choose any 2 varieties, including sausage, egg, and cheese on a toasted waffle, bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel, the Sizzly burrito, and more. Stop by Wawa and grab any 2 Sizzlies for $5. Available 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. Limited time only. Gotta have a Wawa. Whatever you're planning, you can cater it with Wawa. High school function, post-game treating, road construction, business meeting, family picnic, brunch with mom. Cater Wawa with a click at WawaCatering.com. Cater your Wawa favorites from hoagies, soft pretzels and cookies to Sizzlies, donuts, and coffee. Order and pay online and choose pickup or delivery. All at WawaCatering.com.
Hey, what up, you freaking maniacs? It's Tommy Lee, and we're back, baby.
baby.
And this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard.
iHeartRadio and all the bands on the stadium tour want you to have the ultimate experience at the show in Miami. We'll get you flights, hotel, and front row tickets to the show. Plus, you'll meet the crew, Def Leppard and Poison.
To win, open the free iHeartRadio app and listen to Slippery When Wet Radio.
And you're automatically entered. Tickets for the stadium tour are on sale now at livenation.com.
This is going to be insane.
Good luck, and we'll see you there with iHeartRadio.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in progress.
Afternoon, my favorite show on Real Radio. Please do yourselves a favor and the show Explained on Netflix. They have the perfect length 20-minute videos of different subjects like money, history, racism, and one that will fit your topic perfectly is water. And there's a good one about diamonds too, so they could even be your What'd You Do That's New little episode segments. Anyways, the water one's really interesting.
Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate that heads up. Explained, is that what it's called?
Yep.
I think we've tapped into that once before, have we not? For What'd You Do? Didn't somebody offer something?
I think one of the episodes.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is right there.
Good evening.
Ross is here as well.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have trivia here in just a few minutes. Deb had mentioned earlier about a cruise ship mishap that was happening down in Dominican Republic, and actually just got a text from a friend of yours that's on the boat.
Well, no, we got a text here at our texting service at 77031. My friends are on the cruise ship Escape, and she just texted me this. Word on the island, we will be stuck here until Thursday.
Whoa!
Until they can get a big enough tugboat to pull us out. Apparently, this is the first time this ship has been in this port, and it's one of Norwegian Cruise Line's largest. Because, again, during Woke News, we talked about the fact that the ship made contact with the ship channel as it was trying to leave port. They say the passengers and crew are doing fine. The joke you made earlier about the tugboat pulling the boat out and then telling everyone to just swim.
Yeah.
May not be too far.
Yeah, they're going to have to dredge or something, right? Because, I mean, it's not like you can just pull the boat out and it's going to get deeper.
Well, that's the thing.
It ain't going to work like that.
I mean,
they know how much it drafts. They know how much water those ships draft. They should know that.
Exactly. Like there's a couple of ports here in Florida that have had to have dredging happen in order for them to even receive the big ship.
Right,
so
yeah.
I'm surprised that this ship would pull into port with that not having been established that port could handle a ship that size.
And that's interesting because Norwegian had an issue like this before with a port. They built a ship, or they had a ship that was they were decommissioning. And if you remember, Jack, I think this was during one of the monster cruises. It was too long. None of the docks could handle the ship because it was too long. It was before they started building them straight up. This was one of the last ones that was like longer than it was tall. Now they're, of course, 15, 16 stories tall, and they couldn't. So you had to tender out to it, and it takes forever. Basically, you ride a little boat, and they ride you into your thing. But it was that was a Norwegian boat as well.
This makes me pretty happy, though.
How's that?
Because this is a 10 out of a 10 oh crap moment.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I hear stories like this, that means there was somebody who first realized what happened. And he has to go, crap. Uh-oh.
And you're talking about a multi-$100 million vessel that you're doing that to.
And it hit a sandbar.
And now you have like, how many, 2,000 or 3,000 people that you... Now, are they staying on the ship while it happens? Or are they staying in port? Because, I mean, you can't just dump that many people into a port and expect everybody to be able to get a room.
Yeah, but how are they going to be able to stay on the ship? They don't go with that much extra food and everything else. Plus, they probably need to get the weight off the ship so they can figure out how they're going to get it out of port.
Oh, my God. What a nightmare.
They got to have some extra food, right?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they have enough to make it. I mean, if you're talking extending a cruise 4 days, that's a lot. And you got to remember when they dock that thing, before you even get up to leave that morning, they're already reloading the ship. It takes hours to put stuff on that ship. It's tons of food and drink.
And what's the island?
It's Dominican Republic.
Yeah. All right. What if everyone gets a garden hose and fills up the bay? Would it lift the ship enough?
Yeah.
Just to get out a little bit?
Look, they're going to have to take. I mean, once they get all the people off there and they back that thing out, I mean, you still have to figure out how to get everybody back onto the ship. I mean, they're not going to be able to pull it up to the dock like that anymore.
Well, first of all, how much damage was done to the bottom of the ship? It was dragged across the channel. Now, I know when we did the story, they had said that the cruise ship was not damaged.
Yeah, it was also supposed to be on its way.
Right, exactly. Right. It's also supposed to be deep enough. Wow, that's so
They
crazy.
could fly over supplies.
Well, what's that announcement like?
Ding dong.
Yeah.
We got good news. We got bad news.
Attention passengers.
Yeah, it's all funny. It's always bing bong.
I hope you guys like the butterfly shrimp.
Right. And then it's inaudible. It's like,
ladies and gentlemen, you can join us for bingo down on the harbor boat.
it's like that for 40 minutes. You don't have any idea what's going
Well,
on.
who wants to be heard clearly when you're telling 2,000 people that they're going to be spending a whole hell of a lot more money than they had planned on this vacation? Hope you didn't get those souvenirs.
Oh, they're going to have to. There's no way that's in a contract. There's no way they can back out of this one because it's going to cost them a ton.
Oh.
I mean, everybody has to eat. Everybody has to have somewhere to sleep. It's their responsibility.
Be entertained.
How about everyone who has to get back to work and back to their lives?
You're right.
Exactly. Flights that they've got scheduled. This is a ship that normally docks at Port Canaveral.
The comedian that's booked on that cruise right now.
Oh.
Good to see you guys back.
You've heard this. Okay.
Oh, I forgot.
Time for crowd work.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah, crowd work for somebody who's been on a boat on an island for 4 days. They've missed 4 meetings and a mortgage payment.
Oh.
And you're trying to go, hey, nice shirt, pal. Where'd you get that?
Yeah.
CVS?
Well,
right.
Someone did just text us and said at 77031 they will ration food. So instead of the buffet being open all day, it'll be open for a couple hours here and there. The ships carry enough extra supplies for extended trips due to weather.
And could people just, I mean, even if they wanted to do it on their own dime, wouldn't you at this point just say, book a flight from here back to Melbourne or Orlando?
I would probably do that. But the thing is you have to make sure, because here's the thing. I mean, that doesn't automatically mean I can bill it back. I don't want to get into a legal dispute with Norwegian over $800 or $900 worth of flights or whatever that is. And look, by the way, it's not that cheap. You remember on the Monster Cruise years ago, we had to put 2 people out on the dock in St. Martin because of what they did on the boat. I won't go into it. Let's just say they did something in the hallway that doesn't belong happening in a hallway. It happens in a bathroom instead.
Oh.
While drunk and rolling. Bad. It was a bad scene. They put those 2 boys, and they were from Los Angeles. They lived in Orlando, moved to L.A., and then flew over here for that cruise.
Ooh.
And they put those guys on a dock in St. Martin and said, good luck. Because you can't do that. I guess there's no rules. They can put you out anywhere. And what we heard was it cost them $3,000 to get back to the States on an airplane from St. Martin.
Well, here's the other issue, too. It's not like you're on U.S. territory. So your travel documents,
right,
it's like, I don't know, because I've never traveled internationally on a cruise. The only cruise I've ever taken is to Alaska. So I don't know if travel documents, if you can be on a cruise ship and then fly out of a country with...
Yeah, because
we have a good trade program with those guys.
We do,
they export shortstops to us.
Yeah, and the texter just nailed it, because you do not necessarily need a passport to go on a Caribbean cruise.
Right, you don't. I know for a fact you don't.
Right.
But then you can't fly out.
But to fly from there, unless they're making allowances, Norwegian could charter a flight.
Now, here's the other issue, too, because just like I discovered the hard way, some countries that we have great trade relationships with, because we require a visa for their residents to come to our country. They do tit for tat, and now you have to get a visa. So if you're traveling to a country and you're getting there via cruise, which means you don't have your passport stamped with a visa, or, you could be looking like me. I landed and they said, oh, your visa's expired. And in 45 minutes, I was back on another 8-hour flight to the United States. They don't mess around with, oh, it was a cruise that went bad. I'm sorry.
I guess it's the port that really determines whether or not you're going to be pissed off or not, right? Because Dominican probably wouldn't be the worst place to get. I've heard it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's just you're not planning an extra 4 days of vacation. It probably wasn't budgeted.
Yeah. 4 extra days in the Keys wouldn't be bad.
No.
4 extra days in Mexico, deadly. You lose your head there. They kill everybody.
That's where I want to go for my honeymoon.
Mexico?
Yeah. Oh, what?
It's on the State Department list right now.
Yeah, but there's plenty of awesome places in Mexico.
To leave your head.
There are actually. I went to Acapulco.
Mexico.
But what about
Mexico.
Costa Rica?
Yeah, I was thinking about Costa Rica.
Costa Rica's gorgeous.
Listen, you can die in any of these countries. It's fine.
You can die right here.
Why don't you go somewhere else?
Why?
Go somewhere else.
Why?
Where?
I don't know.
What? You want me to just go?
What, you want a beach thing? You want to do like a beach
I
thing?
want to go to Mexico.
You want to go to We'll go to Mexico then.
Mexico.
Don't be afraid.
I like Mexico.
That's fine.
I enjoy Mexico.
Mexico. Don't tell them you're American.
Dude,
and don't tell them you even have $10 on
Do you think he's going to have to say anything?
Well, it could be. He could be Nordic.
No. No, he's one of those. He reminds me of the classmates we had when the teacher said, "Now, for our blonde students, do not let them walk alone."
Man, I mean, getting stuck down there, that would be a night. I've not had a nightmare vacation situation like that. I've never had a delayed flight or anything like that. I've never had that experience.
If I run into Treble Deb, I will intimidate them with my ways.
Yeah. With your whiteness?
Yeah. They won't know. They won't know what to do.
I mean, I would not go to Mexico right now. There's no way at any level, at any resort. I'm not trying to talk bad about them. They got some serious problems down there, man.
Well, you're not talking good.
Well, I mean, look, I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, did you see, 6 months ago? A dude executed in like a Ritz-Carlton there. They roll up on a boat, walk right up through the beach, up onto the deck of there, and shoot a guy. Yeah, now, he was obviously targeted, but this just gives you an idea of how fearless they are.
What was he wearing, though?
Yeah, you want to go?
Tommy Bahama was 2 years old.
You want to go murder story for murder story?
No, I don't. That's not the point.
Yeah, because my family's Colombian and we traveled there in the 80s. What you boys got?
Yeah. I just don't want you to get hurt.
I'm not gonna get hurt. I'm gonna have fun sipping tequila on a Mexican beach.
Yeah.
Dropping pesos.
Dropping pesos, huh?
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna speak over there. They're gonna respect me.
They're going to respect it, no question. Find yourself a private beach, and from what I understand, you want to try to get a concierge when you get there. Somebody from that country that will stay near you at all times. You pay them like $60 a day, and they basically just kind of give you it's a pass.
It's a pass?
Yeah, well, you don't have any problems.
Yeah,
you go places, and as long as you're with this guy, you're fine.
You don't want to have a margarita on a Mexican beach.
I've been to Mexico 15 times. It's beautiful. Can I tell you, some of the best snorkeling you'll ever have in your life, believe it or not, is off the coast of Mexico. The problem is not off the coast of Mexico. It's on the ground in Mexico.
I'm not a snorkeler.
I know. Well, you don't strike me as a snorkeler, but if you don't, it should be great. It's the best excursion on any ship, depending on where it goes.
See,
Mexico.
There we go. We're switching it up. There's a quick U-turn of attitude towards Mexico.
Jack actually said something during the break that was kind of interesting. We talked about this a little bit yesterday because of daylight saving time. And I mentioned yesterday that I'd read a quick blurb saying that there are a number of states looking to possibly solidify
22, I believe,
the time that we're in right now as the only time zone that we are the only time acknowledged in the U.S., which would be daylight saving time, which means during the summer it would get dark later, and of course it would stay dark longer in the morning, and that would never change. It would never fall back or spring forward. And Jack, you said, what did you say? How far is it right now?
Well, the U.S. Senate approved it to remain in daylight saving time where we are now with a later sunset.
Right.
Now it would go to the House. If the House passes it, then it would go to the president to sign into law. If it's signed into law, this would take effect November of next year, meaning we'd fall back again this November.
Mm-hmm.
We'd spring ahead again next March.
Okay.
And then we stay there.
Are we the only country that does this? Are we the only country that acknowledges daylight saving time? Does Canada do this?
Ross is our show expert on Canada.
I've actually never heard this talked about in a global manner, whether or not any other countries do this. I mean, there are plenty of countries that could do it for the same reason we did it.
I know Jamaica does not do it.
Okay, really?
Yeah, because depending on the time you're there, it's either 1 hour off or 2 or it's the same time.
It's always consistent, though.
Yeah.
We have 2 states that don't do it.
Yeah, Arizona and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
No, there are other countries that do that. That do it.
Really? Does Canada do it by any chance?
None of the African countries observe daylight saving.
Okay.
Canada does.
I'll be damned. So how about South America and like Central America and Mexico? Do they do it?
You want to learn about Mexico now?
No, it's not I don't want to learn about it. I just want to know if they have daylight saving time.
Yeah, okay, there he is.
Yeah, okay.
From the top rope. Mexico does observe DST.
So more time for you to get beheaded.
Or less time, depending on what part of the year.
You're right.
I didn't mean to agree with you. Damn it. Yeah, no,
That's cool.
There's 62 countries that do
Damn,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Never heard that talked about.
Ukraine does it. Syria does it. Switzerland does it. Sweden.
England.
More an hour more light to get bombed. Wow, I've never. It's England does it, huh?
England does not. I'm not seeing England on my list.
Wow. Oh, we have two different texters saying they do.
England and Ireland, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 3.
Well, do you guys want to trust that texting service or worldatlas.com?
I'll go with the texting service.
I'm going texting service.
What? You're going to follow...
Well, I mean, the texting service was the one that alerted us. I mean, not always. It has to be vetted. But
Ireland does do it.
Oh, look who's coming around.
There we go. England does not.
Oh.
Don't boo. Don't boo.
Don't moo.
We don't want to boo. We don't want to moo.
No boo moo.
But I'm not seeing England.
It says all of Europe does. Not feeling that, huh? World Atlas lying to you?
We'll find out.
Gotta figure it out, man.
And at the very least, it's not in at the same time that we do it.
So if Biden signs it, so it's clear to the Senate, it's clear to the House.
No, it has not cleared the House.
When it clears the House.
Well,
Biden, or if I should say, if it clears the House, Biden will sign it. More than likely, there'd be no reason for him not to. Or
I don't see why not. It's the last national poll I saw was 71% in favor of it.
Yeah.
I believe there was no opposition in the Senate.
Politics is a popularity contest.
Yeah.
See, then follow up.
I just don't know with everything else that's going on if that's something that the House would take up. And the Senate is Republican controlled, so it could end up being a partisan.
And it's a Rubio thing too, so right?
It's a Rubio Rick Scott thing. That's why it's called the Sunshine Protection Act. They've been pushing this for at least 5 years, if not longer.
Then you look up other websites.
You're still leaning on this.
Like
I love
gov.uk.
Okay, lifegov.uk sounds legit.
It's just gov.uk.
Hey, look up in the upper left-hand corner. Do you see a lock right there, or do you see a skull and crossbones?
In the UK, the clocks do go forward 1 hour at 1 a.m. on the last Sunday in March.
Would you like to apologize to the texting
I'm
service?
not going to apologize to the texting service.
Why don't you wait until you get to Mexico?
This is me doing more research.
Okay, very
the
good.
The UK goes forward on the 27th of March per the texting service.
That's what's important. That's what we should be discussing.
Who is
man,
that?
I don't know, but I just love Jack and his soundboard. Just let him go, man. Just let him go.
Is that the texting service coming to life?
I love how.
No, those are talkbacks.
I love how adamant the texting service gets. All caps. England does. Indignantly. England does, you dodo. How dare you assume? Well, look, I'm for it. So basically, if it goes through right now, we will have this normal year. We will go fall back this November, but then when we spring forward next year in 2023, it will never return. It'll always be like it is right now.
I hope so. This would be such a massive, back in my day.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We used to. It was stupid. That seems like one of those things I would love to say when I'm 85.
Give me a freaking break.
Had a buddy who lived app life.
Yeah.
All right, 407-916-1041. Why don't you load them up? Let's get some trivia going. We'll do that next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mucinex.
The Lakers' rock-bottom problems continue. They fell to 2-8 since the All-Star break. They're old, they can't defend, and can't shoot threes. The Lakers, folks, are a dying brand with no quick fix, not even LeBron. LA's got too many good teams. Rams, Chargers, Trojans now with Lincoln Riley and the Dodgers. LeBron alone, despite his scoring, can't save this dying brand. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Did you know that doctors use Mucinex? That's right. Mucinex is the #1 OTC brand doctors trust for themselves and their families. So with cold and flu season upon us, why would you use anything else? Grab Mucinex and put yourself back in control. Available at CVS.
It's a new year, and it's finally time to free yourself from glasses and contacts. Do that with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute. It's easy as well. Text 1041 to 868686. Schedule that consultation. Get started on a path to better vision today. Dr. Filatowski changed the life of my son at only 18 years old, and my father-in-law changed his life as well. That happened overnight. My father-in-law for 3 weeks just played with his sight like it was some new toy. He could not believe how clear it was. That's what happens with Dr. Filatowski. The Institute, one of the leaders in vision correction surgery here in Central Florida. And if money's a concern, do not worry. They got you covered there with 24-month interest-free financing. Take that next step to clear and crisper vision today. Simply text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your consultation today.
If you've been injured on the job and are not receiving the benefits you're entitled to, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life. Office.
Roof now, pay later. Tadlock Roofing offers the best financing in the industry. Get started at tadlockroofing.com.
One name in roofing stands on top. Tadlock.
Tadlockroofing.com.
On the podcast, What Happened to Sandy Beale, journalist Melissa Jeltsin investigates the death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy Beale on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo.
Mortgage rates are back down to record lows, but it won't last long. Don't miss the boat. Get a free quote by going to homeloansradio.com and working with that mortgage guy, Don. Trust me, you won't forget it or regret it. Go to homeloansradio.com.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Visit rpfunding.com.
Terms and conditions apply. Unless 7168 equal housing.
Fence Outlet has the largest assortment of vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and steel fences in Florida. That means we have the styles you want at the guaranteed lowest price. Right now, put no money down and get 0% financing on any fence. Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
The Special Olympics USA Games is my time to shine, and Jersey Mike's Day of Giving is yours. Grab a sub on Wednesday, March 30th, and all sales will be donated to the games. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free, Orlando? Book your 2022 cruise today with Norwegian and enjoy 70% off the second guest on all cruises to Alaska, Europe, and more. Plus, take all free offers including free open bar, free specialty dining, free air, and much more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers with Windows 11 Pro and get an easy start to your workday. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. Remember, you're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Tax time means a much-needed cash bonus for many people. But for business owners, it can mean the opposite. Hey, this is R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill, Mitsubishi in DeLand. My accountant said I need to reduce my tax burden now. So I'm going to overpay for your old car because I'd rather give you the money than the government. Get up to $4,297 more for your old car than it's actually worth. No matter where you bought the car, no matter how many miles are on it. It's simple. Trade in your old car you hate driving and get a new car today like a Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. That means most people can trade and lower their payment. Or let me double your tax refund up to $2,500. RC Hill Mitsubishi specializes in approving customers with below average credit scores. My goal this month is 100% credit approval. This month, my prices will not be beat. This sale ends when my accountant says enough is enough. I'm RC Hill at RC Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. 2 locations, DeLand and now in Ocala. Or visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price on select models. Net of all rebates.
Instagram. It's not just about food pics, but it's mostly about food pics. At Real Radio 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Well, isn't that wonderful? We're finally figuring out this stupid daylight savings time thing, only in time for the world to go up in a nuclear fireball. Big T out!
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate that very much. You can send us a talk back like you just heard. Just go to the iHeartRadio app. You'll find Real Radio there very easily. Use that microphone and send it on down the line. And we'll feature it throughout the program. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is right there.
Hi, I'm here.
Ross has your sauce jar.
All aboard. I have a pair of tickets to
That's
see.
a very abbreviated
Yeah,
all aboard.
really.
All aboard.
Where's the choo-choo?
You guys choo-choo.
Where's the chugga-chugga?
I say all aboard.
We're still debating on how many chuggas are needed.
All aboard.
I have a wonderful, beautiful pair of tickets to see one of the greatest rock bands to ever do it. That's, of course, you're right. I'm talking about The Who.
Oh, I thought you meant Devo.
Ooh.
The Who Hits Back tour. What? How was that word? The Who Hits Back tour Wednesday, April 27th at Amalie Arena in Tampa, which, fun fact, you can't say Amalie with a small French accent. It's inevitable. You have to do it. And that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. You know, they can handle your move, local or long distance, residential or commercial. Best part is, if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you will get a discount.
I heard that.
So book them today at centomoving.com. That's C-E-N-T-O moving.com. Back to you, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Deborah. Ross, who goes first today, friend?
Let's welcome a battle of Chris's.
Okay.
Oh.
Chris number 1.
Chris, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Good. Well, you sound indifferent. Are you sure you're good?
I'm doing great. I didn't know which Chris was going to be.
All right. Well, it's you. You want to play a little game with us?
Not the first time.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Do you want to play a game?
All right, got skunked yesterday. First try. Stab in the dark wins it. Let's try to get somebody on the line for a little while, Chris. This is going to be a challenge for you, buddy. This is an easy game. I've got a question here, 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you can find that lie, I will send you to the sauce jar. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. On this day in 1965, that's 1965, the restaurant chain TGI Fridays debuted in New York City. On this day, Fridays debuted in New York City in 1965. Here are 3 fun facts about TGI Fridays and 1 deep fried lie with a side of mango habanero dipping sauce. Number 1. TGI Fridays was the first restaurant chain to install a frozen margarita machine.
Ooh.
Number 2. TGI Fridays invented loaded potato skins.
Oh.
Number 3. TGI Fridays was the first casual American restaurant brand to open a location in Moscow. And lastly, TGI Fridays is known to be America's very first singles bar. Which one of those is a lie?
I know that they're known for their potato skins, but I have a feeling that they didn't invent them. So number 2.
Yeah, no, they did invent them. That is the answer. Number 2 is true. They do get credit for inventing the potato skin, the loaded potato skin.
Which are some of the dankest things.
Yeah, come on.
Anybody in the world could make them. They're so easy, and they are you can't lose. You can put anything in them.
They're healthy.
Oh, kind of. Who's next?
They're not. Let's welcome the second Chris.
Hey, Chris, how are you, friend?
Doing well, you?
Good, buddy. We're talking about TGI Fridays. Find the lie here, and I'll send you to the sauce jar. Number 1, Fridays was the first restaurant chain to install a frozen margarita machine. Secondly, Fridays was the first casual American restaurant brand to open a location in Moscow. And lastly, Fridays is known to be America's first singles bar. Which of those is a lie?
I'm going to go with Moscow.
No, that's true. The first American casual restaurant chain to open up in Moscow was TGI Fridays. Pretty cool there, huh? Who's next, Ross?
Let's welcome Bill.
Bill, go right there. Bill, how are you? Bill's doing great. Everybody, Bill is doing fine. All right, Bill, you got a 50-50 shot here going to the sauce jar. We're talking about TGI Fridays. Which one of these is a lie? Number 1, Fridays was the first restaurant chain to install a frozen margarita machine. Or lastly, TGI Fridays was known to be America's very first singles bar.
I'm going to go with the singles bar.
No, buddy, that's true. That's 100% true. When I tell you why it got that moniker, it's actually a very interesting story.
I had a feeling because that one was too wild.
Paul, how you doing, buddy?
Better than I deserve.
Better than you deserve may be the answer. Tell me if this is true or not. TGI Fridays was the first restaurant chain to install a frozen margarita machine.
Oh, my God, yes.
No, that's false, buddy. We're going to put you on hold. You're a winner anyway. I think you understand the game.
He's so drunk.
I'm going to let that guy win.
He did sound a little hammered.
I think the first margarita machine was installed in his bedroom.
I'm going to agree with you on that.
It was actually invented in 1971 by a guy in Texas who then sold them to restaurants. But the first restaurant to open was a guy who had a restaurant chain that was successful, but he liked the machine so much and people wanted it. He just opened a restaurant called Rita's and Queso. So all they would do is they would deliver frozen margaritas and queso dip to your house.
That's
how it got
brilliant.
Started. Fridays. Do you remember Fridays at all, Jack? When it was back in the 80s, when Fridays was before it was just like a family stop with an okay happy hour.
Yeah.
Do you remember it, Ross?
I went and frequented a Fridays a fair amount as a child,
buddy. Let me tell you at. There were a couple of Fridays here in Orlando, specifically the one in Altamont Springs, right there near I-4 on 436, that you couldn't get near on Friday and Saturday nights and Wednesday afternoons for a very long time. It was like the stop before anything really hit. Fridays used to be the joint, man. That's like it was a meat market too. What
meat market?
What are you laughing at?
I'm not laughing at anything
right,
except what John just texted in that said Jimmy invented the most confusing game ever.
Oh, it's
and
not
it's
confusing.
when the fact is right, you say that's right, but that means the caller is wrong.
Everybody gets it except him then, because everybody else has been playing the game perfectly for 3 years and no problems.
You think those callers got it?
Yeah, they got it.
You think the guy who won understood it?
He wouldn't have understood anything. I could read his own will to him. He wouldn't have gotten it.
Because what did he say? What did he say? Yeah, that's right.
He just growled. He didn't say anything. A couple other things. Owner Alan Stillman opened TGI Fridays to meet single girls. The sole reason this guy opened the restaurant, if you go into detail, he said, I want to meet single stewardesses that I know lived in the area, so I created a bar that basically catered to single people, offering things that single people would want to do, and that's exactly what he did. When Fridays opened its first location in Houston, 7 astronauts were there, including Alan Shepard.
Hell yeah.
It was TGI Fridays employees who taught Tom Cruise how to flare the bottles in the movie Cocktail.
Man, this place, Fridays was bumping.
They were the first restaurant to offer pay-at-the-table services through the app. That was in 2012 they were doing that. So 10 years ago, you could pay for your dinner at a Fridays through an app.
The world that you just joined.
Yeah, just joined it, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Fridays is why you know about the Long Island iced tea. Because the Long Island iced tea cocktail was invented in 71, and nobody really knew anything about it until they started serving it at TGI Fridays, and it made it popular nationwide through the New York location. That's absolutely true. There you go. Fridays invented on this day in 1965. Russ, what's coming up for thoughts, buddy?
I don't have a kid, right?
No, you do not. Not that I know of.
I don't have one.
Okay.
There's one thing I want to run by you three about how I'm going to go about fatherhood.
Okay, I'm down for this. I can help.
Yes.
I got 2 strong legs. Is that it? 2 strong?
Yeah,
No,
I can help.
Yeah, we all have strong legs here.
Back in a sec with Russ Lutz.
The radio station that other radio stations listen to. You're welcome. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Finally, some good news. 417 has all lanes open north and southbound between Shenyang Parkway and the Turnpike. Expect to see some slow traffic through this stretch until it loosens up a little bit more. We are seeing heavy traffic, though, westbound between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also eastbound between County Road 557 out of Polk County up to 429. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Autotempest.com. All the cars, one search. When people are searching for their next car, they want to find the best deal. They head over to Autotempest.com to get all the search results in one page. They save time by searching all the vehicle listing sites and never miss a new listing. Autotempest.com. All the cars, one search.
Do you know why you see so much camera footage of crimes? I thought the camera was supposed to deter the crime to begin with. Well, that's because they weren't Safe Touch cameras, because Safe Touch cameras are event-driven cameras. They're watching for events before they actually take place. You don't want to see somebody breaking into your car. What you want to see is what happens before that. And that's what Safe Touch cameras do. They alert you via text or video notification beforehand, giving you time to react to the situation. Not to mention, Safe Touch cameras have 24/7 video storage in the cloud. That's the safest and most secure way to store important events that only you, the Safe Touch customer, can control. You decide who sees it and who receives it. Here's the best news yet. You can get that Safe Touch surveillance system with 3-color cameras, 24-hour recordings, secure storage, as low as $39.95 per month. And that includes 24/7 service, cloud storage, and camera warranty. Now, the installation is an additional charge, but remember, this system will work with any security system or no system at all. And if you bundle up the Safe Touch 2-way communicator package, you can get additional savings as well. Just call now. It's 888-723-8682 or visit safetouch.com and get that free survey and demo today. It's Safe Touch, doing what others can for over 37 years. State license ZF233.
Some roads take us to where we want to go. Other roads lead to Mo. In a world full of dangerous roads, there's only one thing you need to know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Try the new Tex-Mex takes on shrimp at Tijuana Flats. Crispy shrimp tacos with corn salsa, fajita shrimp quesadilla, and a tasty shrimp bowl with signature garlic lime sauce. Order now at TijuanaFlats.com.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah & Farah at 800-500-5555. Orlando.
At Checkers, we love our #1 famous seasoned fries, so we added the same secret blend of spices to create our new fry seasoned chicken tenders for Oscar, because he's been mixing concrete all day.
Hold on. Wait,
Where's my phone?
So we mixed up the flavors and coated some white meat chicken in Checkers' famous fry seasoning. Just for him. Phones come and go, but flavors forever, Oscar. Now go get your new fry season tenders. You've earned it. Fry season chicken tenders. Only at Checkers.
O'Reilly. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get up to a $15 gift card after mail-in rebate when you purchase select Superstart batteries. With the power, performance, and reliability your vehicle demands, Superstart batteries are designed for lasting performance and consistent starts. Turn the key with confidence. Superstart batteries only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nuh-uh. Oh no, he's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Hi, my name's Joe Cordell. Sometimes in divorce, courts require the higher earner to pay to the other party what's called spousal support or alimony. Usually this order can be modified in certain circumstances, but such modifications are often complicated and are best entrusted to attorneys that are well acquainted with such matters. Remember, you're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Need a new fence? Think Mossy Oak Fence. Keep unwanted guests out of your yard. Keep your pets and kids safely in your yard. You can count on the Mossy family to protect your family. Fully stocked with materials, no delays. Visit mossyoakfences.com.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Holiday Inn Universal. 1-800-875-PASS.
If you're making big decisions like refinancing or buying your first home, maybe doing some debt consolidation, go to homeloansradio.com. Work with that mortgage guy, Don, and then listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Forged from the fusion of sweet honey and spicy spice.
Translation: Wendy's new hot honey chicken sandwich and biscuit are here.
A molten sweet heat cast atop an inferno of flavor.
Translation: a bold hot honey sauce drizzled over Wendy's spicy chicken.
And topped with Applewood smoked bacon.
What he said.
Venture to Wendy's for the new hot honey chicken sandwich or breakfast biscuit.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's hot honey chicken biscuit only includes crispy chicken and hot honey sauce and is only available during breakfast hours.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, Jimmy. Remember Miss Monster 99 in Daytona? Yeah, me too.
You and I may be the only ones, buddy.
If you got a problem, don't care what it is.
That was rockstar stuff back then. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. You can send us a talkback. That's what that gentleman right there did. It's easy. Just go to iHeartRadio's app, find the Real Radio section. That's easy. And just use that mic to send it on over. I'm Jim. Dev is here. Jack is here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Okay, that's more like it.
It's Ross. Spelled like sauce.
Pizzazz.
It's Ross Thoughts.
Trying to bring that word back, man. Pizzazz.
That's a good one.
That's a good word. So, fatherhood. I have this thing that I really want to do when it comes to my kid and or kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want to lie.
You want to lie to them?
Yeah, a lot. There's going to be sometimes, I would think, that a parent lies to their child. You have to. Right?
And it's accepted. It's part of our culture,
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, you do.
You have to lie to the kids.
Yeah, to teach
certain aspects of them.
Yeah, to teach certain things, you have to kind of bend the rules a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to look at them and be like, well, what are you talking? I've never done that before.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, you did it last week.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not talking. I also kind of, I'll be honest with you, I kind of want to have fun with the lies too. Like, oh yeah, man, I used to do 30 pull-ups a day.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to create your own background because they have no way to double check it.
What are they gonna do? They're not gonna find out.
You want to make yourself like a Superman?
Yeah. Be like, hey, you know that movie about Bruce Wayne?
Oh, yeah.
That's about me.
Right.
And there's a good 3-month span that they're gonna believe it.
They're gonna be. They may believe it longer than that, right up until they do the Google thing, and then when they get the Google thing down, it's gonna be donezo.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll be like, no, it's under wraps.
Right, fake news.
I don't think that can backfire at all.
Yeah,
right.
Sounds
How
like a good
could
one.
it? How could it? They trust issues. Is that the end result?
Yeah,
that's a really good starting
big
point.
one.
That's overrated.
But you'll find that maybe it's the only tool you actually have. As a parent, is whether or not they trust what you're saying is true or not true, whether or not they respect you.
But what about the early, 3 to 4?
That's when you have fun with them. You're right.
That's when you lie.
Right, that's when you can have fun. You're right. When they get to be about 7 or 8, they're a little more aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got to square up a little bit. But man, before that, just have a blast.
I think I'm just gonna lie to my kids' faces, man. That's
just
gonna be
blow 'em
so
out.
much fun.
And then have them go to 1st and 2nd grade and tell all these other lies and get beat up because people call your dad a liar. You're like, no, he's not.
Yeah, no, he's okay. I don't think that's gonna happen.
It will.
No, there's no chance.
That's your kid. If you tell your kid something extraordinary about yourself that's a lie, they're going to go and brag about it. Nothing more than little kids love to do is brag about how cool their dads are.
Yeah.
Firemen, cops, whatever the case may be.
Well, that's because I want to have my kid equipped for that first conversation of my dad could, beat your dad up. And then, my kid walks into that conversation and he's like, well, my dad has taken multiple lives. He has gone behind enemy lines and has
Look, man, you don't need to
wrecked people.
Listen, you don't need to really get there. Just really embellish the stories that really happened to you. My dad got robbed at gunpoint and he turned the gun on the other guy. This happened twice within 3 weeks. That's how badass my dad is.
Oh, no, 3 hours.
Yeah, no, it happened 30-minute span. It almost basically happened at the same time.
In fact, he beat the second robber with the first robber's gun.
I got robbed in that hour it takes to move the clock back.
Yeah, there's
twice.
I'm gonna tell my child that when I got mugged, I didn't squawk.
And then here's the great thing, right? You can make up any story about how that went down.
Yeah.
And then when your kid runs in and goes, Mommy, 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 Daddy said he was robbed. Is that true? She's going to go, it is true, honey. He was robbed. Now, they're not going to go into that other stuff because they can't remember that. They just know the big stuff. And then they're going to come back and look at you like you are a complete BA.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I want to.
Okay, BA.
Yeah. Badass.
Okay,
Badass.
yeah,
a
thanks.
complete badass.
A complete bah.
Yeah. My dad's a goat.
They would only think that if they knew how you really reacted.
Yeah, well,
you don't tell them that, buddy.
I'm not going to tell them that.
You shield them from that.
I'm going to say, yeah,
they'll try you.
I got mugged, and then the truth is, I got pistol whipped and went and I farted.
Tell them you look down the barrel of a 45 and do that while playing the song from Shinedown.
Yeah. But now I'm going to look at my kid and be like, yeah, I got robbed. You know what I did? I grabbed him by their shirt.
That's right.
And I said, you want this, mother effer?
No, don't say that.
You want this?
See,
and then
boy,
I spit in the guy's
there
face.
you go. There you go, dude.
And then I slapped.
That's it.
I slapped him right on his ass.
Then what'd he do, Daddy?
Well, then he's scared. He got scared because he was afraid
Really?
he was afraid of my spanking.
Was he really?
Oh, you're spanking now.
So
yeah,
let
I
me get this
spanked
straight,
my
Daddy.
thieves.
You got they stuck a gun in your face and you didn't get scared at all, Dad?
No, not one bit.
Wow.
Because
And
they
I-
wanted to spank him.
And then I hit him with a Serena Williams forehand right on the butt cheek.
Whoa.
And he went, ow!
Mommy told me she had to wash her pants afterwards.
Why'd she tell you that? She didn't tell you that. I washed their pants after it.
It must have been their blood on your pants, Dad.
Yeah, all of their. Yes, that's exactly what happened. And it was only blood. There's only blood.
That's what I heard, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
You're the greatest.
I'm gonna lie to my kids so hard. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that the thieves pulled a gun out on me. I spanked the thieves because I need them to be fearful of my spankings.
Right. They need fathering.
Oh, that's why the spanking. I was thinking it's just going to make your kids go, yeah, we probably don't want to tell anybody.
Is it because they were bad, Daddy?
Yeah, so bad.
They probably deserved it then.
And do you deserve that?
No,
Dad,
Daddy,
you got to clean up your room.
Okay.
I'm not lying.
Oh, God.
In any shape or form.
I'm heading there now.
Look at that. Fatherhood, parenting. Just lie to your kids.
You've nailed it. You don't need to do anything else.
From 3 to 4. This all stems from because I was at a grocery store not too long ago when I was up north in the Midwest.
Okay. Just stay on tour.
And I heard
sounds better.
And I heard a kid go, "Hey, can I have this?" And the mom was like, "We can't afford that."
Oh, man.
It was like 80 cents.
Oh.
It was not a lot of money.
Right, yeah.
And I judged the book cover and went, "You got 80 cents. You just don't want to buy it." So I felt like that was a lie. You lied to your kid.
Because you don't want to tell them no and have a scene, but if we can't afford it, then they feel bad for you. You turn it on them.
Yeah.
That's how you get.
That's brilliant parenting. Is
really
what that is.
Mind games.
Mind
Listen,
games.
This is all your fault.
Yep. And then that night to solidify that idea, when you serve dinner, don't make anything for yourself. And when they ask, "Why aren't you eating, Mommy?" say, "I couldn't eat. That's why I told you I couldn't afford that 80-cent thing, because that's where you got your food from tonight."
Ooh.
Really pour it on.
Also,
it's
good
going to
idea.
have no long-term effects either. It's
What about this fib? I want to have my kid think that the Force is real. I'm going to tell them Jedis are real.
Oh, from Star Wars.
Yeah, the Force is real. All you have to do is practice. And I just want to see my kid just try to move stuff with his mind.
That one I wish I stole.
Yeah, that one
I wish I stole. If you look at that can long enough, son,
yeah,
it's gonna move. The Force, but you have to believe.
You have to believe.
It has to be you.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I've tried this.
Have you?
Yeah, telekinesis. I'd be staring at that clock in school all day. I'm gonna make it move. I'm gonna make it move. I'm gonna make it move. Damn it!
But did you believe?
I thought I did.
Yeah, but not enough.
You thought.
Apparently.
You can't think.
I think, you know what?
You got to be all in, buddy.
You can't think that
I think
you
I got
felt
distracted. You're right.
You don't think that you feel it. You just feel it.
I'm going to try.
There's no
right
thinking.
now.
It's just doing.
Have you guys talked about what you want? I mean, does she want a girl or a boy? Does it really matter? Do you guys have a want?
I'm going to hit you with a mushy answer.
You want a son?
I want a healthy one.
Yeah, okay.
I will take any... As long as that baby comes out with 4 functioning limbs.
Gotcha, no question. Okay,
Oh,
we
it
all
scared
understand.
me. I thought don't say 4 fingers and toes.
We understand that completely. I thought he was going to say inches.
That would be sick too.
Yeah, that would, man. As an infant, dude, step back.
I'm gonna name
That's
you.
BA.
I'm gonna name you Jealousy.
Yeah, he's a rodeo cowboy.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man. Well, I don't have to buy jump rope.
Well, as you can see, Dad, I wasn't afraid of the gun guy either.
Exactly. Yeah. I could just hit him with my club.
When you're packing like this at 8 months.
Walk softly, carry a big stick.
I'm going to lie to my kids.
Well, you're going to lie to them.
Especially from the age of 3 to 4.
So it's kind of built in already, because there are a number of, I'm going to make sure, like a spoiler here for people riding around with their kids. I'll give you 5 seconds.
5, 4, 2, 1. They can't count.
There are a number of things that parents lie to their kids about until they're probably about 10 years old.
And then all of a sudden they hop on, some conspiracy YouTube show.
Yeah.
Aimed towards kids, which is
right. And then
odd business model.
Then they blow all the myths out. There's no that. There's no that. There's no that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, then
you don't like saying that, because the minute you say that on the air, people lose their mind. By the way, I don't know if you
of
noticed
course.
that.
I mean, you can't out parents. That's how they keep the sanity in their house.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that elf on the shelf thing was considered such a brilliant parenting tool.
Because that's what I'm
talking
talking
up
about.
there and you say, "Hey, look, you see that thing right there, buddy? He's watching everything. You do anything bad? No presents, cat."
See, that's the difference. That lie, and then
whoa.
That's
true. The elf on the shelf is real.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
You have to be very careful.
Yes.
Do you not understand the dynamic yet?
We're late.
But I'm going to tell my kid that the elf on the shelf is scared of me because
You're
I'm a
such a
total
badass.
badass.
Yeah, that's it.
I have fought in every war.
Tell your kid you carry a gun at all times.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, because then you want the kids, then they go looking for the gun.
My dad did.
Good luck.
That's what my dad was like, I got a gun on me at all times. And he did.
I'm just saying.
hard
Those are your raw thoughts. Lie to your kids.
All right, 407-916-1041. Short and to the point.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at.
All right, back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Well, we're still seeing some slow traffic on 417 from earlier problems north and southbound between Jongyum Parkway and the Turnpike. It will slowly loosen up. Just have some patience through this area. It's heavy still eastbound on I-4 coming out of Polk County between County Road 557 and 429, as well as westbound on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey, listeners! Before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, decide whether you'll drink or whether you'll drive. If you plan to drink, make sure you designate a sober driver. Don't let your luck run out.
Man, when the big box stores wanted to partner up with a bathroom remodeling company, they chose Rebath because of their incredible reputation, because they've been in the residential bathroom remodeling business for 31 years. Also, their franchises have the proper license, the good insurance, they're dependable. They have standards of performance and processes to ensure you get the job you pay for on time, every time, and they even background check their employees. So in other words, the big box stores know there are no risks in hiring Rebath. You can know that same thing. There are no risks. All you do is get great service and incredible products, and the products you can see every day. If you don't believe me, they're easy to see. 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. You can find the showroom there with models set up to show you what these products look like, and those are models. Every bathroom at Rebath is a custom bathroom. Those models are just to show you what the products look like, whether it be the sinks, the tile, the cabinetry, the lighting. It's all there at Rebath. Once you hire them, you're done. How about a bathroom in 4 to 6 days? No subcontractors. That means you see the same team every day and a lifetime guarantee on the products and the installation. That is how they roll, and that's exactly why they're so successful. You can be part of that. Just hop online, rebathmidfla.com. Look at those before and afters. The work they've done is simply amazing. That can happen for you as well. Book your appointment today. It's rebathmidfla.com.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Mortgage rates are back down to record lows, but it won't last long. Don't miss the boat. Get a free quote by going to homeloansradio.com and working with that mortgage guy, Don. Trust me, you won't forget it or regret it. Go to homeloansradio.com.
Looking for a smart way to take advantage of your tax refund? Well, turn your check from Uncle Sam into the new-to-you car you deserve at Off Lease Only. Off Lease Only updates their inventory with the best used cars daily. There are no inventory shortages there, just an incredible selection of nearly new cars, all priced thousands under Kelley Blue Book. No haggling, no negotiating, and no hidden fees at Off Lease Only. Just selection, convenience, and value. Financing is available for good and bad credit. Get pre-qualified at offleaseonly.com or take a test drive at the massive state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need. Plus, get a closing cost credit. Visit rpfunding.com for details.
Terms and conditions apply. Unless 7168 equal housing.
Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm a school teacher, and my husband is a firefighter. One day, we got the worst call of our lives. Our son was in a serious accident. We heard Glenn Klausman on Real Radio and called him to help. Mr. Klausman genuinely cared about our son and fought multiple insurance companies to get us a great result. We could reach him 24/7 on his cell phone. Mr. Klausman was our guardian angel.
I'm Glenn Klausman. Contact me at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. Office, Winter Park.
Owning a business comes with pressure. There's a limit to what I can do and still keep employees engaged. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work to help me with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, while giving my employees competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
At Farah & Farah, we represent people from all walks of life in matters involving personal injury cases. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter which neighborhood you call home, because everyone deserves justice, dignity, and respect. And remember, when it comes to compensation, you only get one shot. Make it count. Call Farah & Farah at 800-500-5555. Orlando.
Take a sip of You Got This with Dunkin' espresso drinks like a caramel macchiato, mocha latte, or oat milk latte. Order ahead plus earn rewards. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary.
Do you know why you see so much camera footage of crimes? Wasn't the camera supposed to deter the crime in the first place? That's because they weren't safe touch cameras. You don't want to see someone breaking into your car. You want to see it before it happens. That's what safe touch cameras do. They alert you via text or video notification beforehand, giving you time to react to the situation. And safe touch cameras have 24/7 video storage in the cloud, the safest and securest way to store important events that only you, the safe touch customer, control. And here's the best news yet. You can get the safe touch surveillance system with 3-color cameras, 24-hour recording, secure storage for as little as $39.95 per month, including 24/7 service, cloud storage, and camera warranty. Camera installation is additional charge. This system will work with any security system or no security system at all. Or bundle the 2-way communicator package for additional savings. Find out how you can get a free survey and demonstration at safetouch.com. State license number EF0000233.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month, where you'll find J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality in 2021. And right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. For 2021 J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Not compatible with any other offer. 0% APR financing for 72 months equals $13.89 per month per 1,000 finance for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital, regardless of down payment. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Take retail delivery by 3/31/2022.
To say that we live in testing times right now is an understatement. And literally, we are doing a lot of testing when it comes to COVID. If you've ever been unsure about the results for your home test, or you've run out of free ones due to having to test frequently, you're not alone. Hi, Mario Lopez here for my friends over at the COVID Clinic. And the COVID Clinic offers accurate PCR testing with same-day results. No charge to the patient testing, also available. Need a COVID test? Register now at covidclinic.org. That's covidclinic.org.
The Laundronauts, a potentially untrue tale based on actual events. A young boy is shoved into a washing machine and vanishes. His friends try to rescue him, only to discover a magical world beyond the machine. Season 1 stars Ed Asner and me, John Cameron Mitchell.
Find J.D. Belzell and bring him back home safely.
Listen to The Laundronauts on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Where the heck did that come from?
Kind of a good question. I haven't heard that one in a while, though. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Hope you've had a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Got some nasty weather coming through tonight, so make sure you just pay attention to what you got to do.
Yeah, hunker down.
Make your plans accordingly.
Yeah, and turn off your sprinklers.
Had some nasty weather roll through Ocala earlier this past week, so we know that it's out there. And these thunderstorms this time of year can be nasty because that cold air coming down and meeting our hot air can be filthy.
I mean, that EF0 still caused $12 million worth of damage in Ocala, and we do have the nastier of the weather. You can see outside right now the clouds are building. The bigger storms are expected to be here at about 30 more minutes, so about 7 o'clock or so, just in time for us to get on the road.
The phrase was used as early as 1917 in El Paso, Texas newspaper advertisement for a play called The Brass Monkey.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
I'll be damned. So that was like dialogue in the play?
It appeared in newspapers several times in the early 1920s, including several other examples in advertisements. It was originally a sarcastic remark made by creationists.
Mm-hmm. Oh, funny. There's a couple things I wanted to ask you guys here at the end of the program. One was Deb, and the other one is just everybody. I actually asked you guys before the show if you'd ever remember this. I know in Central Florida we should be littered with these things, but I've not heard of anybody doing that. First things first, do women still wear pantyhose?
Not very often. In some professions, and it depends on where you live. I would imagine that in the Northeast, it's still more prevalent than you find here in Florida. The heat just makes it impossible here.
Really?
But if you're like an attorney, in those cases, I do not believe that women can be bare-legged walking into a court. Your legs must have stockings.
I'd like to say that I feel that you are gender shaming us by only asking Deb that.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Do you wear them? Should I ask you? Do you wear the ones with the little cotton thing? No?
You'll never know if you don't ask.
Yeah, I guess not.
Ooh, that sounds like an invitation.
Did you ever wear them?
Oh, God, yeah.
Really? The ones that had just the
stockings?
Legs?
The ones that you went to the grocery store and you looked for the egg that matched your style,
right,
the color.
I used to have to buy them for my mom. Mom was like, medium nude.
Yep. And then get that,
carry tan or brown or whatever.
Carry that bottle of clear nail polish in case you got to run.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, usually happened as soon as you put them on.
I don't know I've ever seen my wife wear a pair of pantyhose. I don't know that my wife has ever owned pantyhose. Like, I know that back in the day, you'd have to wear them to go to church. Like, you didn't go bare-legged to church. Now, of course, I grew up in a Pentecostal church, but even then, even with the Baptist churches, when I moved down here and started going to Baptist churches, most of the women, except for the younger girls, like maybe teenage girls, didn't wear them so much, but like anybody else, they wore them all the time. And I just haven't heard about them. Somebody actually texted a little earlier and said something about pantyhose. I was like, wow, do those things? I don't even see them in the grocery stores anymore.
No.
I probably walk by them.
You see them in department stores is generally
Really?
where you have to get them now. I mean, your Targets, your Walmarts may sell them, but they're nowhere near as prevalent as when we were kids and you could go into the grocery store and there'd be that legs display with all the plastic eggs and then, of course, other makers.
I would have to go in and buy them for my mom and my grandmother, and they had tons of them.
Yeah.
And I remember them complaining about them being expensive.
Expensive, hot.
Really?
Easy to ruin. Don't miss them.
I don't even know if they looked good. I wounouldn't say pantyhose looks good.
No, they're terrible. To me, it was a terrible look. You see that solid, I understand because if you have legs and they're kind of unsightly, maybe you don't have a tan or, whatever. You don't feel like shaving, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's just about not having naked legs. It's just like an attorney, even in Florida here, has to go in with stockings on her legs.
Are you sure about that 100%?
As the last I heard was that that's one of the last bastions that still expects you to wear nylons to work.
Men don't have that. There's not a thing that ever happened like that, right? I mean,
there is a tie.
Well, fashionably, men still wear ties.
No, what I'm saying is that requirement would still be on men, I believe. If you're arguing before a courtroom, you would be expected to wear a shirt and a tie.
But I understand that, but it doesn't seem like pantyhose should be part of an outfit that would be required to go into a courtroom. I mean, it's an aesthetics thing. It's not like a formal thing, right? Is that considered like a formal dress wear as pantyhose?
Well, considering that you're not walking in with naked legs, yeah. I think in that case, it's just a level of respect to the courts.
Yeah, maybe so.
That you don't walk in sloppy like you wouldn't in the old days. You wouldn't wear
all the t-shirts.
Short shorts to church. I mean, now church is just happy if you show up, so they'll let you sit there in your Daisy Dukes. But growing up, there was not even the concept that you would even try to go to church dressed like that.
All the teachers in school used to have to wear them all the time. I remember that.
Ross and I might have known all that too.
Yeah.
But
man.
The nuns in my school used to wear them.
Does your fiance wear pantyhose at all? Do you even know if she owns a pair? Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
No, I don't think she. If she does, she doesn't wear them often enough for me to pick up on that.
Right. By the way, we didn't get a chance to talk about this much today, but you still have your thing going on March 26th. I know that there's been a change of venue. I want to let everybody know where that is.
Yeah.
If you want to go out and see the Vagina Monologues, read by Deb and a number of other
Nicole Dupre,
notable females here in Central Florida. That's happening March 26th. The first show is sold out.
Yes, the 8 p.m. show is sold out. There are still tickets available to the 10 p.m. show.
Okay, good.
But the venue has changed now. We're going to be at the Timaquan. Yeah, Timucua or Timucuan. Yeah, I always see the spelling and I'm like, oh man, Timucua Arts Foundation. We've heard Nicole talk about these guys a lot before.
Yeah.
That private home that has this great like grotto area that they were able to turn into kind of a small venue for performing arts. So we're now going to be at that location.
If you go to eventbrite.com and then you just search Vagina Monologues, it should come up for the Orlando performance. Yeah.
Very cool.
And anybody who's already purchased tickets should have received by now an email. Or will be receiving very shortly an email.
About the tickets and about the venue change.
Yeah,
Very nice,
exactly.
Have you read your monologue yet?
I have.
Yes.
I have, yeah. And I actually got quite a round of applause during our first script read-through for it.
Wow,
so,
really?
Yeah, because it's copy that wasn't written by me, but when I read it, I was like, oh, yeah, I can massage this.
Yeah, good.
I can work with
Well, I'm excited. I'm going.
Are you?
I think we're going to be at the second show. I didn't get tickets for the first one. I think
Yeah,
we're going to be at the late show. But that's good for us, though, because we like to go to late dinners.
Okay, good.
And then cruise on over there. Probably be pre-hammered.
Because that's the show Chris will be at.
Looking to cause some trouble.
Oh, boy. You got hecklers.
Tell James to hold me 2 seats. James, if you're listening, hold me 2 seats.
Okay,
good
I'm
for the
sure.
moment.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
3 seats, because that's you, Tori, and Chris.
All right. The other thing I wanted to ask about is, does anybody own a timeshare anymore? Is that a thing anymore? Timeshares? All I hear about timeshares are attorneys that get you out of timeshares. So, I mean, is timeshare still a thing? Or did they rename it and do something else? Because wasn't the entire Westgate thing all timeshares or vacation shares or whatever they call them?
Vacation rental.
Yeah.
However they rename it.
Yeah.
I only knew of one person that got one, and they got completely screwed on it, like a lot of people do. But then I've also heard people go, yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. I mean, I've got this one here. I switch it with somebody else, and I go over to this particular island 1 year. But they plan way in advance for theirs.
Yeah, see, I had a sister, I think, who had one. No, I know I have a sister. I think she had one in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't anymore, but you know, it was a positive experience while she had it.
Right.
And I would think having one in Orlando, depending on who and where, like, you know, if you go through like the Disney Vacation Club where they have other clubs around the world, because you know you're never going to be sitting on an open piece of property where nobody wants to come to stay.
Yeah, not here, you're not.
Not here, that's the thing.
But I would think like in Denver and, you know, in those areas, like those vacation-heavy areas where you go to kind of escape, that those would be kind of cool. But I just don't know the ins and outs of it. Everybody's like, oh, it's a terrible deal, and you pay all this money. But I guess if you use it properly, and that's what I hear from people who use them properly, love them.
I wonder if Airbnb and Vrbo have, you know, disrupted their business model a little bit. Because if you could go anywhere and, you know, stay in a home, stay in a condo, stay in a place that's other than a hotel,
right? Yeah.
Then maybe the need for a timeshare isn't as great.
I got to tell you, man, I've tried to use that Airbnb thing a couple of times. It does not come out to be like a good deal financially for me. Like even just trying to book this thing that I'm doing this week up in my hometown, which should not be that expensive. Getting an Airbnb with similar accoutrement that the hotel has is $30 more a night in that little town.
Really?
Yes, dude.
Damn.
It's ridiculous. And then they add on the fees. I'm like, why would you even do this? You have a hotel room. Somebody cleans your room. They give you fresh sheets. You have access to a free breakfast in a lot of these places, access to a swimming pool and a gym. Like, why would I get an Airbnb that costs as much money?
It's supposed to be cheaper.
It's not. I'm telling you, I priced it because when you start adding on the cleaning fees and the deposit fees and stuff, and you add that into your daily night stay, it's not that much cheaper, if at all. And you're staying in somebody else's house. I mean, if you want a yard and you have a lot of people, I guess that's one thing. But like for me, it makes absolutely no sense at all to Airbnb. I have not found a deal ever with Airbnb that was a better deal than the hotel I searched out.
Everyone, I've done it about a dozen times over the past 8 years or so. And it's always been a better deal. Not only that, but sometimes for family stuff.
Yeah.
With groups.
That's where it kills.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where it kills because you can rent an entire house and get everybody in there. With hotel rooms, of course, it's expensive that way.
Look at spring break. Can you imagine if Airbnb was around when we were spring breaking? You know, the ability to rent an entire house.
And that's another thing. Like down in Davenport, you have developments of houses that looks like they're all rentals, done like that. Because when it was my mom's 90th birthday, my whole family came down, all the cousins and stuff. So we rented a big house down in Davenport, and it just seemed like every house on the block was just a rental.
Exactly.
A lot of it like that in Osceola County and Kissimmee, where they say foreign investors buying a home to use for their vacation is some of the biggest money spent in the real estate there.
I told you, we went down to Longboat Key. We're staying in a pretty nice house down there. My wife's boss has a nice place down there. And right beside her property, we were on the second floor, and you could look over, and there was an entire complex right there on the ocean, on the Gulf, that had been kind of abandoned. And you kind of get the idea that when you go around and look at the island, they're starting the transfer of a lot of these properties that used to be like apartments where you come down, or condos, and they're transforming these into like resort areas, like mini kind of resorts. And I'm guessing probably do that. But in hotels, obviously have combated with their fees and stuff. Because I'm telling you, man, I have not found an Airbnb yet that was competitive for a stay with just either one or two people, that was competitive with a hotel room that was in the similar area, that was actually closer to the action. If you stayed in Airbnb in New Orleans, to stay in downtown in that area there is pretty expensive for an Airbnb, and then you have to deal with most of those properties being very, very old and abused, as opposed to the beautiful Hyatt they just built and renovated that's right in the dead center of the action for, maybe $10, $15 more a night.
We have so many cute Airbnbs in Mount Dora, and I know for my brother and sister-in-law, when they visit and they have my nephews, it's really advantageous because they're able, at least the last couple of trips, to rent the same house, which works really good for my nephews because if you know anything about autism, familiarity, routine is very important. And so since they've worked with this host before, this host knows that they need to put alarms on the doors. They've built a relationship and they're close to us.
And you can have an environment where you're renting a house as opposed to being in a hotel room with
no kitchen,
strangers around, or it's just you get to and some people with bed and breakfast don't like the idea of other people being there.
Communal bathroom.
They kind of want that privacy, and you can have that.
And let me tell you what, if you're doing any kind of a 420 trip out west, you definitely want to go Airbnb because just because everything is cool doesn't mean that the hotels are going to be real cool. So if you're planning any kind of a trip like that out west, you really want to be on private property and you want to specifically look for 420 trips.
For sure. I know that just going out there to certain areas like, Colorado and Washington that have recreational, almost every single structure that you go into out there, especially rental, a hotel, whatever, tell you straight up front, if we smell marijuana smoke in your room, you're getting hit with a $250 cleaning fee or deodorizing fee or whatever. They're not even cool about it.
No, Portland, it was a $300 fee at the Radisson, and that was smoking weed or vaping.
Like
anything that they could come in and smell, you were going to pay $300 for.
All right, 407. You ever done the Airbnb thing, bub?
Yeah. No, I've done Airbnb.
Have you really?
I've enjoyed it as much, if not more, than a hotel because you have this cool local connection.
Maybe
it's imagine staying on iDrive versus imagine staying, actually in Orlando.
My wife has done this she did it. She Airbnbs. My daughter are Airbnb like savants. They go everywhere and Airbnb that stuff like crazy. And they just find really cool places. When my daughter from Denver came down to Altamont, she wanted to stay with not either me or her mom. She wanted to just stay by herself. And they rented an extra room from somebody who has a house in Altamont that has like a little extra room that's on top of the house, almost like a watch out area. That's like a little apartment up there. $65 a night.
See, you can't get in a hotel for that.
Had its own little kitchen, the whole 9 yards, right there in the action. $65 a night. I was like, well, if you can find that. Now that's $65 without the cleaning fees or the administration fees or anything like that. You start reading that. You start adding that stuff on, though, man. Some of those places, it gets ridiculous.
I believe that you'll be able to book a successful Airbnb.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I got the app. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Let's load them up for last call. $30 in Tijuana cash. That's Tijuana Flats cash for that great new shrimp menu is on the line. Load them up. Last call's next. Let's get out of here on a Tuesday.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Tonight and tomorrow are Fox 35 storm alert days. We've got severe thunderstorms on the way for late this evening with the potential of damaging wind gusts, some hail, even a stray tornado. The low 66. Tomorrow, the high 82. A break in the mornings from the action, but then it gets going again during the afternoon for more strong to severe storms. Looks like a quieter St. Patrick's Day with highs in the mid and upper 80s for the end of the week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Autotempest.com. All the cars, one search. When people are looking to buy a car, they visit Autotempest.com. It will save time and shows them all the listings across the country on just one page. Who has time to search every listing on the internet? When they want to find all the cars with just one search, they go online and visit Autotempest.com.
And inflation running high. Who knows when it'll ever level out? Buy your windows and doors right now at FAS Windows and Doors and lock in your price. It won't go anywhere after that. They have the largest window and door showroom in all Central Florida. 38 unique windows on display, ready to go. And their windows and doors built with impact glass. That's security, noise reduction, and maximum efficiency as well. Full selection of hurricane windows and doors as well. Estimates always free at FAS Windows and Doors. Plus, their estimators will always give you plenty of options as well. All products with a lifetime warranty. And if you act right now, $55 per window, $95 per door. It's FAS Windows and Doors, showroom, Fairbanks and I-4. You can't lose with these guys. They also have no money down, no interest payments for 12 months. Hop online today and book your appointment at FASWD.com.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. Welcome to another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper-gig speeds. Say hello to the Walkers, a family of not one but 4 Gagillionaires, each living up their Gagillionaire life at ludicrous internet speed. First up, Anna Walker. She dominates streaming like the matriarch she is. No show ever goes unwatched under her watch.
Next episode.
Next up, Peter Walker. There's no stopping this dad bod from showing up to his virtual workout sessions.
Oh, let's go leg day.
And finally, the Walker twins. They may look alike but couldn't internet more differently. Harry dominates his fellow online gamers while Heather group video chats with friends.
Ooh, nice background filter, Jess.
Live like a Gagillionaire. Get internet that upgrades everything. AT&T Fiber, now with speeds up to 5 gigs.
Limited availability in select areas. Speeds not guaranteed. Single device wired speed max 4.7 gig per second. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number? Not me.
Nuh-uh.
Oh no, he's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
Calling all coffee lovers. Hold on to your mugs because Panera's Unlimited Sip Club is offering the unreal deal of unlimited coffee for only $8.99 a month. Don't worry, you're not dreaming because when we say unlimited, we mean unlimited. Unlimited boosts all day long. Unlimited smells of your favorite aroma. Unlimited sips of premium hot and iced coffees. Sign up on our app today to get your first month free. Panera, the familiar made fantastic. Plus tax, first free month limited time offer. Restrictions apply. For complete details, visit www.panerabread.com/unlimited sip club.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, one firm for life.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Do you want to sell your home fast and easy without a realtor? This is Gabriel with Florida Cash Home Buyers. You can sell us your home in 7 days or on your time frame. We can even pay you a cash advance before the closing. Call us at 407-410-9000. We can buy your home in any condition. No cleaning or fixing anything. And there's no commissions or fees. Call us today for a free cash offer. 407-410-9000. That's 407-410-9000.
Looking for a smart way to take advantage of your tax refund? Well, turn your check from Uncle Sam into the new-to-you car you deserve at Off Lease Only. Off Lease Only updates their inventory with the best used cars daily. There are no inventory shortages there, just an incredible selection of nearly new cars, all priced thousands under Kelley Blue Book. No haggling, no negotiating, and no hidden fees at Off Lease Only. Just selection, convenience, and value. Financing is available for good and bad credit. Get pre-qualified at offleaseonly.com or take a test drive at the massive state-of-the-art dealership just off the beach line at Narcoossee and McCoy.
Alpha Foundations.
Your home is your biggest investment, which is why protecting the safety of your home's foundation should be a top priority. Alpha Foundations is here to help with permanent solutions to foundation cracks, wet crawl spaces, and sinking concrete. For a free quote, call 1-800-714-3020 or visit alphafoundations.com. License CBC 1257350.
For home that lasts, you want to call them fast. Call Alpha Foundations.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Twitter. It's not just for dragging people. It's mostly Real Radio, just for dragging people. 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
I have to correct you guys on something. I apologize, but I'm a storm chaser for the National Weather Service, and the Ocala tornado was an EF1, and I heard you guys say it didn't stay on the ground long. It was on the ground for 26 miles.
Was it really?
And it lifted and actually touched back down just south of Crescent City for a short amount of time.
Damn, really? That is across the entire state, man.
Wow.
I did not know that. I thought actually it was only on the ground for a few minutes. They only showed that touchdown. I didn't know it went on to continue on. I knew it was an EF1, or I heard it was. Like a 110, I think, is the separator or whatever.
My goodness.
Somebody also said that your report doesn't say that. It says EF0.
I won't say anything.
Yeah, no, you don't have to. I mean, I don't know who that guy is. It doesn't matter. I mean,
no. It's my copy.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Also, somebody had said something about this timeshare thing blew up. Man, the guy says, I work at Westgate, and we cannot keep them in stock. They're selling like crazy. And the ones that are already bought in Orlando, it's 100% occupancy forever. As you might imagine. I mean, we were talking to somebody from Universal Studios the other day when they came in for the Messy Burger, our friend LT, and I said, man, you guys better prepare. Theme parks in 2022 may have the biggest financial season they've ever had. I am predicting that they will have the Disney, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Universal Studios, Legoland are going to have the biggest financial windfall years ever.
I'm hoping that's the case with,
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Sumter County until 7:15 p.m. At 6:44 p.m., a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Dade City, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Look out for flying debris, which could be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is also likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of southeastern Sumter, northeastern Pasco, and eastern central Hernando counties, including the following locations: Terrytown and Webster. If you're in these areas, take cover now. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors or in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Once again, the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for southeastern Sumter County and central Florida until 7:15 p.m.
All right, 407-916-1041. We do have two lines open for last call. Just two, though. We'll get to that in a couple seconds. Ross, stand up. You're coming up here soon, March 26th.
March 26th, I'm going to be out at the Palm Coast over at the hill of my Instagram, and the link is right there on my Instagram page.
Chances are that room is going to be beautiful as well because that Palm Coast area is gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah,
and we're
excited.
back.
Oh, very nice.
Tornado warning.
Oh, wow, really?
So, yeah, for South Sumter County.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
So how much of that did not get out? All of it since we came back?
It was a pretty lengthy report.
All right, good. So there you have it, your weather report. We just did 10 minutes of the greatest radio you've ever missed. Ross, that new character of yours is unbelievable, man. Good job. Keep that coming.
Will do.
2 lines open for last call. One's ringing now. 1 line open for last call. 407-916-1041. Yes.
And this is the last week we're doing the Tijuana Flats $30 cash giveaway for last call each day this week, and then we're done. It was just promoting their shrimp tacos and the new items that they have, and so you have a few more chances to win.
Absolutely. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Attorney Glenn Klausman for bringing us What'd You Do That's New. You can see the complete list at JimColbertLive.com.
And that includes Deb's new suggestion, which is up right now as well.
FFI.
Deb. Absolutely. FFI, more sleep stuff.
Yeah, fatal familial insomnia.
So basically, it's a trigger that makes it where you can't go to sleep.
It's a gene, and once that gene is triggered and wakes up, you never go to sleep again.
Like a doomsday clock.
It really is, but you don't know.
Let me tell you, that's a horror movie waiting to happen for the record.
Here's a video to make you feel much more appreciative of your problems.
Yes, exactly, and appreciate that night of sleep.
Look, if M. Night can make a movie based on that sundowner syndrome, they can certainly make a movie about that. That's waiting to happen. I've never even heard of that.
I haven't. I mean, I just recently learned about it, and it's terrifying.
Did you see that beach movie he did? That recently? People are getting older, younger. I don't even know.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. Yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
I did watch The French Dispatch. That was kind of weird.
Well, we have a Twitter poll today, buddy.
We do. If the state paid you, would you replace your lawn to a water-free xeriscape? Okay.
Yeah. It's per square foot, by the way. It's happening in Denver right now.
81% say
no.
Yes, I would.
Would they really?
Whoa. That is awesome.
That's a positive. I'm not doing it, though, but either way, I'm glad that people are.
Mike Larson here. Jim should get a tax refund because his scalp is a xeroscape.
Oh, yeah.
Win.
That's the worst. That's the best one you've ever had, Mike.
That might be.
That is. That's not bad.
Probably still going to lose, though. Just being honest with you.
Ouch.
Big T, last call.
Okay, just wanted to make up for the comments I made the other day. Ross, you are one of the most approachable and nice people I've ever met.
Oh.
Deb, you are the most beautiful person, not only on this show, but this entire station. Jack, even though you are a workaholic, it shows in the quality of your company. And Jimmy, you are doing a fantastic job taking over for Phillips. And, it'll never be him, but you're always...
I love it. That's great. You're right. I never will. I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, thank you.
But that was all sincere. I was waiting for the zinger on that, too.
Yeah, Matt, last call.
Make me cry.
Yo, just a real thing. If whoever wins that Tijuana Flats gift card, if you don't get the queso and chips and find that special, overly salted, overly peppered chip,
dude,
destroy your arteries may kill you, but your taste buds are gonna be like, oh my god, I love you. It's like finding a chocolate Whopper that's a stale Whopper. It is unbelievable.
This guy knows the answer.
I think you have a love connection here.
I think they want to make out.
Will occasionally give you a 3 or 4 chip amalgamation that bends together and then fries together, and then it gets loaded up with spices, and you will run through a desert for one. You're right, sir. You could win. Stay with food. Where's the music?
I don't know.
We played it too long.
Killing the vibe.
Yeah.
Ron, last call. Jesus.
Tijuana Flats.
Go back to your moaning.
He just gave you a compliment of what a great producer you were.
That was the other guy.
Keyword until you missed that music note.
This is Ron Larson.
Last call.
Ron, last call.
You're going late. That's the problem.
Ron Larson here.
Yeah,
not
you.
Mike Larson's brother, but Mike Larson's uncle, and he owes him money. Tell Mike Larson to call me. My number is boop, boop, doo, doo, boop, boop, boop.
It runs in the family, man.
All right, that's pretty funny, though.
That's pretty funny.
Well, between him or Matt, who would you give it to?
I liked Ron.
No, I got to go extra points on the Tijuana Flat stuff because he gave them love.
Yeah, and Ron hung up. So, Matt, you're a winner.
There you go. Made it easy.
And you're right, buddy. That chip, that magical chip, and the chips in queso, that is the joint. When you find that, it is like that baby in a king cake. All right, let's get the hell out of here. On behalf of Def, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for